All right. Right. Let me get this phone. Prop this thing up here.
So that was fast. As soon as we done paper, also like alright.
When you share your Wi-Fi, you're in real trouble, going.
Oh, it's probably because of the food. I'm gonna switch it up there, just
So I feel ChatGPT make this paper.
Probably, probably you could. Or Claude.
How about like 3 sequence questions?
Well, we could see. I never look at the paper. I never really look at the paper yet much in detail. I just can't see who was
So
up.
it's
Can't
not
see.
like no other past paper.
Well, we will see, right? We will see.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tackle this thing. Alright, live. No, I don't want this filter, boy. I don't want this filter. I do not want this filter. I gotta make somebody co-host and like they could just add people, right? Who do that, man? Who want to be co-host? Anybody who volunteer to do that? Add people?
I don't mind.
Who's that? Who said that?
Yeah.
Mia? Okay, no problem. Alright, I make a co-host. Alright? Let me get the microphone. Microphone, right? Thanks. Okay. I seen people saying, sir, that people cook me. Hey, let me give it a try, right? Let me give it a try again. So, you ready to start?
Yes,
So this paper give me a
yes, sir.
headache, So you really can't do
Yes,
this
sir.
paper?
Yes, I got the paper.
So why are you doing
Right,
this?
so start.
This paper
Alright,
gonna make me
let me
cry.
start. I got to start. So they're saying, write the following numbers correct to one significant number. So like, this is the first significant number, the second one, and this is the third one. Number after 3 is,
4, 0.34.
right? So be 0.4.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
understand that. The number after
So
3 was 6, 7 more. So we add 1. Yeah?
Yeah.
I did that.
Right, nice. Then we move on to the other one. So the first significant figure here is 3. Second one is
4.
9. Third one is 4. So number after 3 is 9. And so we're going to add 1 to 3. So that'll be 4
4.
point. You just write 4. Good. All right. Over here now, they said hence estimate the integer value of. You see that word hence means to utilize what you did in the last question. So we just rounded off 0.367 to what?
The 4.
What did we just round off 0.367 to? 0.4. And we rounded off 3.942?
4.
4. I'm plugging this into the calculator now. Wait, sir. Right, 5. Anybody get 5 in the exam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Good. At least I'll have that marks. Answer is 5. All right. Bam. Badness. Let's move on. So Aidan, Brooke, and Keaton share berries in the ratio 3 to 2 to 5. Aidan receives 12 more berries and Brooke. Calculate the total number of berries shared. Okay, no problem. So here what, right? 3 to 2 to 5. 3 to 2 to 5. Anybody can tell me the total amount of shares quickly?
10.
10.
It was 10.
10 shares. Good.
I
And
take the fraction approach.
all right. The first one will be Aidan, second one will be Brooke, and the third one will be Keaton. Aidan received how much more than Brooke?
12.
12.
12 more.
Right. So here's an easy way to figure this out. Aidan received 3 shares, and Brooke received how much shares?
2.
2.
2. 2, right? So then, if you calculate the difference in shares, you would find how much more Aidan received than Brooke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we have 3 shares minus 2 shares, and that would have to give us the 12. So in other words, 1 share is really what?
12.
12 berries.
Yeah,
12
one share is really 12 berries. So if we wanted to calculate the total number of berries shared, and it was
By 10.
10 shares altogether, we multiply everything by 10. So 10 shares would be equal to 120.
120.
Anybody get 120, guys?
Yeah, I get that.
Yes,
Yes.
So I get 120.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay,
Yes,
okay,
Yes.
okay. Okay, nice. Right, let's move on. So this question was 120. All right, let's move on. So in a sale, all prices are reduced by 15%. Please keep that in mind. Blake buys a book which has an original price of $16.40. Calculate how much he pays for the book. Is he going to pay the full 100%?
No.
85%.
No.
No. If it's a discount at 15%, he's actually going to pay 85%. Right? He's not going to pay the full thing because you're going to get 15% off. So all we had to do is just find 85%, which is 85 over 100 times 16.40. And what would that be, guys? Calculator, buddy. Oh yeah, give my cousin my calculator. Yeah. So 85 over 100 by 16.
13.94.
Yeah, I get 13.94. Right? So if you got 13.94, big up yourself.
Nah, I didn't get that.
You didn't get that.
Nah.
What you do?
So I don't think I get that too.
I
I
end
get
up
that.
I end up multiplying by 15% and then taking
Yeah,
away.
that's what I do too. And I still
Okay.
get the answer.
Yeah, I
So-
do that.
Hey, me too, me
I
too.
didn't put
Hey, all right.
85.
Okay, if you didn't do this, you could also do it like this. You could have say 15% over 100. 50% multiplied by 16.40. And this would have given you the amount discounted, right? So this is another approach you could take. 1.5, here I get 2.46.
That's why I get.
Right.
Oh no,
I
sir,
get
never
that.
mind.
Yes, sir.
I get the answer.
I get that.
And then it will be 16.40 minus 2.
Minus that. Okay, yeah.
And you get the 13.94 as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
I did that. Okay.
All right, cool. Are we good?
Sir,
All right. I'm moving on now.
for the,
Yeah, Maya?
yeah, I was asking for the question with the square root for question 1 on the first page. If you had just, sir, I feel I get it wrong because I didn't realize that you had to use the square root, the answers you had previously. So like
you
if
see
you
what
round
it
off
is?
properly,
See what? No. You had to use the previous values. You had to. They said hence. They said hence. Anytime they say the word hence, you have to utilize what you did previous. Hence is please use what's on previous. Right. Part 2. Jude pays how much for a toy? How much is he paying for a toy?
$27.20.
27.20.
Right. Calculate the original price of the toy. I'm asking you a question. If everything is if everything is reduced by 15%, what percent would the 27.20 actually represent? Would it represent the 100% or the 85%?
85.
5.
So if 85%, remember this is the discounted price, 15% off. So 85% is actually 27.20. And so if we wanted to find 100%, we could find for 1% first. How would I find for 1%? Somebody tell me. It's not a trick question. I just have to do what's on both sides. To find for 1%, I would have to do on both sides.
Divide by 85.
Divide by 85. Right? And So what that'll be boy? 27.20, right? All over 85. That'll be 0.32. So 1% is 0.32. But we don't want 1%. We want the original price. And the original price will be represented by 100%, guys. So you'll have to multiply both sides by 100 to find the total, the original amount of money. And when you do that, what will you get? What will you get, guys?
$32.
32. You all got 32?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, nice. Right? I move on. Given that A is equal to P minus Q over 2R, find the value of A when P is equal to 2, Q is equal to -1, and R is equal to 1. So
That
they're
was
giving
easy.
they're telling you what A is in terms of PQ and R, and they're telling you what PQ and R is. So you just have to substitute. So A is going to be equal to the P value, which is 2, the Q value, which is -1, all over 2 by R. So R, what is R?
1.
Guys, I live on YouTube, you know. I live on YouTube. Just go to my YouTube. Mathvybes. Mathvybes. On YouTube. If you want to see it better, go on YouTube, right? Mathvybes. Do that. Mathvybes. Live right now. Okay, let's quickly answer this. So we have negative by -1 is +1. 2 by 1 is 2. So A is just equal to what over what?
3 over 2.
3 over 2. Right? This was just plugging in. If you have a sharp and try to plug this in, pressure there, boy. But you could still do it. You try to put real brackets. If you had a sharp, you'd have to say 2 minus 1, close the brackets, then press divide 2 by 1. Wait, yeah, if you are a sharp, only you'd have to do this. If you're a sharp user, you'd have to plug this in. Right? Yeah. So A will be equal to 3 over 2. Anybody got A is equal to 3 over 2?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes,
All right.
sir. But I put it as like a mixed number.
I put it
That's
as a
fine.
decimal.
That's fine. All that's fine.
Okay.
All that's fine. Express Q in terms of A, P, and R. So we have to make what the subject of the formula.
Q.
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 We have to make Q the subject of the formula. So we have A is equal to P minus Q all over 2R. We're trying to make a subject. Q. Although we like working with fractions.
No.
No, so
No.
I could write this as A
No.
over 1. And then I could do what?
Cross multiply.
I could cross multiply. Let me cross multiply. And so it's going to be A by 2R. And what is 1 by P minus Q? 1 by anything is?
Itself.
Yeah, so that'll just be P minus Q. 1 by any, yeah, P minus Q. And so that's going to be 2AR is equal to P minus Q. Now we want to make Q the subject of the formula, so we need to isolate the Q terms. So what should move across?
A P.
I should move across the P, right? And that'll become 2AR. If I move across positive P, what will it turn to?
Negative.
And that'll be equal to negative Q. We want to find positive Q, right? We want to find positive Q. Right now we have negative Q, so we can multiply throughout by
-1.
-1, correct. This will turn to negative 2AR. This will turn to positive P. And this will turn to Q. So if you want,
Yes, I get it correct.
big up yourself, Romano. Big up yourself. If you want, you could write Q is equal to P minus 2AR. Yeah, that's
I was
it.
questioning that part, but it's a good thing I didn't over question it.
It's a good thing. Good thing. Yeah, people on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube. Go check out. Go on YouTube and you'll see these solutions, right? Good. Let's move on. Right? In the triangle EFG shown below, E to G is 2x plus 3. Let me put it up. I'm gonna put that E in one time. Oh, it's already put in first. Can you guys see that they're already labeled EG 2x plus 3?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. And the perpendicular height, look, Nikolai now joining in there. Perpendicular height from F to EG is x plus 5. Cool. Here what I recommend all paying attention, because you know what? If you didn't do so good, you gotta write back the exam and take this as practice. Given that the area of the triangle EFG is 50 cm squared, show that this. Okay, here what? They are literally giving you area. They are giving you area, and furthermore, they give you the base in terms of x, and what else they give you in terms of x?
Height.
They give you the height. Earlier, they gave you base, height, and they give you area. You could formulate an equation here. Remind me, what is the formula for area of a triangle?
Half base by height.
A half base by height, yeah. So, and here what we can formulate an equation. What do we know the area is? What do we know the area is, guys?
50.
Right, so I know it's 50, and that must be equal to a half. What's the base? What is the base, guys?
2x plus 3.
And we're multiplying that by the perpendicular height as x plus 5. So let's expand accordingly now. Before I expand though, we like working with fractions?
No.
No. So what can I multiply throughout to cancel this 2? So if you have a half, we can multiply by 2 to cancel.
2.
It can multiply by 2. So if I want to get rid of the fraction, I could multiply both sides by 2. The 50 is going to turn to what? What is the 50 going to turn to?
100.
Right, the half will cancel off, and that will just leave us with 2x plus 3 by x plus 5. So we want to expand the brackets now, so we're going to say 2x by x. We're going to say 2x by 5. We're going to say 3 by x. We're going to say 3 by 5. So 100, 2x by x is going to be 2x squared. 2x by 5 is going to be 10x. 3 by x is going to be 3x. 3 by 5 is going to be 15. Yeah? Alright, cool. Here what? Now we need to look for like terms. Are you seeing any like terms on your right hand side, Romano? Are you seeing any right hand side? Right. See any like terms?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I see in 10x and 3x. I see that'll be 13x, right? And I see in plus 15. Look at the final answer I want. I should probably move this 100 way.
On the
On the
next slide.
right
I
hand
should
side.
probably move it across, right? If I do that, it's gonna become 0 is equal to 2x squared plus 13x plus 15 minus 100. May I ask you what 15 minus 100 is?
Negative 85.
Negative 85.
Right, we get the answer one time.
So I get a
Big up your whole self, Renisha.
Yeah, I get it.
Big up all yourself, though. Big up all yourself. You see, they talk about area, and they give you a base and height. So you could formulate an equation, and this is the answer. Right, big up all yourself again now.
Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Right, cool, let's move on. Part 2. Find value of x. Giving your answer correct to 2 decimal places. Show all working. So I want you all to understand that this is a what? What's this?
Quadratic.
Right.
Quadratic.
That's a quadratic set to 0. So we could solve that using factorization or the AC method. I don't want to waste any time, so let me just check to see if it's actually solvable first before I go to factorize using the AC method.
That is the quadratic formula.
I use the quadratic formula. Let me see. We have a degree 2 polynomial. That's 2. That's 13. That's 85. I was saying that's minus 85. My bad. I see imaginary numbers here and I was like, nah. Wait, boy. Hard luck say earlier. Hard luck say, but I had a. You see this corrected to decimal places? That should be a sign. That should be a big sign. They had to use the quadratic formula. So x would be equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right. Anybody can tell me what a, b, and c is quickly? Talk to
A
my
is
guys.
2, B is 13, and C is negative 85.
Good. And so if we want to find for x is going to be negative 13 plus or minus the square root of b squared. So that's going to be 13 squared minus 4. A is 2. C is minus 85. All right, cool. And it's gonna be about 2a. A is 2, so I'll say 2 by 2. And I already know, like, okay, if I plug what's inside the square root sign, I'm not saying square root sign. If I plug what's in the square root, I'm going to get 849. Could you help just verify that? That will get 849. Verify that, right, guys? 849. 849. Okay, I taken now we get 849, right? All right. And we're gonna have two solutions, a positive and a negative solution. So the positive solution is going to be negative 13 plus the square root of 849 all over 4. All right, which we know is going to be that's going to be 4.03. Yeah, it's three significant figures, right? That'll be 4.03. And the negative solution, right? The negative solution, that would be x is equal to negative 13 minus the square root of 849 over 4. And for that one, in the calculator, I literally seeing that I'm getting minus 3.25. Now remember, x was actually a variable, and it was actually representative of length. Can you have a negative length, guys?
No.
No, no. So you'd say only valid solution is what? What's the only valid solution?
X equals 4.03.
4.03.
And you need to put the units, right? Remember, guys, if you're confused, remember x is literally a length, guys. X is a length, okay? And that length is going to be in centimeters. So you say 4.03 centimeters. All right. Now, if you notice this, they have something on. They should read. They said find the value of x. Did they say find the values? Did they say
No.
find the values? No, they didn't say find the values earlier. So those stick, right? They never said that. They never said find the values. So only one solution is correct. This is wrong because you cannot have negative length. No negative length. No. We looked at this yesterday, Ollie. We looked at this yesterday. Until remember what the seedbed question. You don't know. Seedbed question yesterday. All right.
Yes, sir.
Good. Part 3. In the diagram below, JKL is a straight line. Cool. Remind me, what's the sum angles about a straight line?
180 degrees.
Right? They say in JMK is a right angle triangle. Okay. The line segment JM is parallel to KQ. Yeah, we're seeing that. Are you seeing that?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. JK is 12, MK is 8. So they want us to find for sine V. At first, it's gonna look complicated, but it's not complicated. Here's what we're gonna do. We have the right angle triangle here. This side is what the angle? What the angle?
Opposite.
Opposite. I'm gonna label this side the opposite, yeah? This side is what to the angle?
Hypotenuse.
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 No, actually, yeah, that's hypotenuse. I was tweaking for a bit. Remember, if you're having a hard time seeing the hypotenuse, it's always opposite the what angle? It's always opposite the what angle?
Right angle.
Good, good. And this side is right next to your angle, so I'll call it what?
Adjacent.
Right, so remember what's you're looking for what you have. You're looking at what you have, right? So they want us to find for sine V. Sine V is going to be over H, yeah? If you don't remember, watch. So, ka, toa. So sine theta would be what over what? Somebody tell me. Sine theta is what over what? I'm waiting, guys. I see Nikolai raise your hand. Nikolai, you talking? You not raise your hand?
Oh,
8 on 12.
Yeah, sine theta. Sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, guys. And well, we know the opposite is 8, and we know the hypotenuse is 12. So the opposite is 8, and the hypotenuse is 12. We could reduce that, and we could reduce that to 2 over 3, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you get that?
So I cannot solve for the angle.
No, they didn't ask you to solve the angle. They asked you to find for sine v. Sine v is just a ratio between the opposite and the hypotenuse. Yeah.
Can I wrong?
You didn't get it wrong. You just do some marks. They never asked for that.
I think it's 1 mark.
Oh, I don't think they would take away the mark then. Actually, I'm not
Alright.
sure. They ask you to find for sine v, not the angle.
Well, I
Right?
seen that, but then I just solve it.
I found the angle.
Oh, no. Again, they didn't ask for that. They just asked for sine v. Sine v is just a ratio between the opposite and the hypotenuse. So the opposite is 8 and the hypotenuse is 12. So this simplifies 2 over 3 because 4 into 8 is 2, 4 into 12 is 3. All right? Can move on. They want me to find the length GM. Yeah, Nikolai, talk to me.
How I did that question is I literally did draw out all the triangle. I just started labeling it because I felt like I couldn't see what I was looking at.
Oh, you didn't see the right angle triangle right here.
So in that exam, I do extra than what they really asked me to do. So like,
Oh,
yeah, I do extra.
all right. Let me do length GM. Length GM, guys. GM.
Pythagoras theorem.
Yeah, all of that really easy, boy. That really
Yeah,
easy.
that was
easy. Pythagoras theorem for a dog because you have two sides for the right angle triangle. If I redraw the right angle triangle, the M is over there, and the K is over here, and the J is over here. This is the V degrees. What is the length for JK? What's the length for JK?
12
12
centimeters.
cm.
What's the length for MJ? You
8
don't know that?
centimeters.
No,
Oh,
we don't know what that
MJ.
is. Don't know what that is. What is the length for MK?
8
8 centimeters.
centimeters.
Right. So remember, Pythagoras theorem is the hypotenuse squared is equal to the other side squared plus the other side squared. What is the hypotenuse in this question?
12.
So we'll say 12 squared. What is 12 squared is equal to what? Tell me.
8 squared plus, oh, well,
You can call it mj squared. Right? 12 squared is 144. 8 squared is 64. So I'm trying to find for Michael Jackson. Hee. Alright, so we had to move across the 64, right? And that'll be 144 minus 64, guys. And that'll be equal to mg squared. What is 144 minus 64?
80.
I like it 18? 18?
80.
80. Okay. I get scared for a bit there. Got scared. So if mg squared is equal to 80, we need to find the what on both sides. We need to apply the what?
square root.
Square root. So if you apply the square root, you'll find for mg. And if that's the case, mj is going to be the square root of 80. As usual, CXC wants to answer the three significant figures. So the square root of 80 to three significant figures, that is 8.94. Anybody got 8.94?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
So I wrong the 9.
No.
So
Hey, CXC asked in the instructions, bro. In the instructions, CXC says they want all numerical answers that are not angles to three significant figures. So you have to run everything off the three significant figures. Right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. So far, I get everything right so far, sir.
Good. We'll continue. So they want me to find for angle MKL. MKL, that's the angle K they're talking about. Always the angle in the middle, right? MKL. MKL. So here what? To answer this question, I'm quickly going to connect, I could connect M to Q. What do you want me to find for, chat? What do you want me to find for?
Angle K.
Okay.
Angle key. MKL, right? MKL. MKL. That's this angle over here, right? Are you understand now or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's a nice question. This one?
Excuse
Might
sir.
be a, yeah?
I think right, but at first when I was looking at the question, I thought I was watching the MKQ instead of MKL.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
when
I see what you mean. It's MKL. Yeah.
is
You might be
when I
tempted
was
to find for this
watching
angle.
see.
All right. So
So I
in the
don't
question,
what's the note for that?
it said JKL was a what,
Straight line,
guys? Straight line. So the sum of angles would be
180.
180. So for me to figure out this, all I had to do is find this angle and take it away from 180, chat. That's all I had to do. That's all. And here what? We could actually find this angle very quickly. We know that sine V degrees was equal to 2/3. So if I want to find angle V, what I'll do?
Sine
Sine
inverse.
Right, so V would be sine inverse 2/3. So sine inverse at 2/3.
I did get 40 something percent. I mean 40 something degrees or something like that.
Sine inverse of 2/3. And I'm not just speeding through this crazily because I know future kids will use this. 41, that'll be 41.81. Well, CXC says all angles should be to one decimal place, right? So one decimal place will be 41.8 degrees. So all you understand that angle V is 41.8 degrees, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So question, if that is 41.8 and we know some angles along a line is 180, what would this be?
So 180 subtract 41.8.
Right, 180 minus 41.8. What are we gonna get? Quick, guys. Quick. 180 minus 41.8. You get 138.2. Yeah, that's the answer.
Actually, sir,
Yeah.
like I said before, how I assumed that I was looking for the small angle. I went around by stating that sine V would have been the same on the other side, because I believe they said that in the question as well, sir.
Oh, no. You say that?
Sine V would have been the same as the QKL, because they said that the JM is parallel to KQ. Yeah, look, they say it anything here, the line segment.
The line segment JM is parallel to. So if this one is parallel, so like parallel lines will be traversal. This will be traversal. And so like angle here. No, Nikolai. No. I wouldn't recommend doing that. You get the answer or not?
Yeah, I got it. It's just how I assume that the angle, the small angle that you said, that everybody would have made that same mistake as well. Or
Yeah.
would have assumed the same thing. Yeah, so I initially found out for that side, and when I realized that I was supposed to find for the full thing, I ended up changing the whole scenario. So. But I got the answer.
Okay, good. That's good to hear. Right? Okay. Yeah, because let me show you something, right? If these are parallel lines and this is a traversal and this is 90, wouldn't this be 90 as well?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's 90. What is 1 to the 8.2 minus 90? Do it fast. Fast, guys. Let's stick in. Guys. Where's 1 to the 8.2 minus 90? Alia,
48.2, 48.2,
what you get?
48.2.
48.2? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you want to do it like that, but I would have just do it like this, guys. I would have just do it like this. I wasn't gonna do it anyways, any other way. Right? Let me do this question quickly. So I have polypod here. Right? So let me get the utensils quickly. Geometry, utensils. I'm a compass here. Pick up the compass one time. That I always call that. Right? Okay. Yeah, so construct a trapezium WXYZ. They're telling us XY is 9, they're telling us XY is 5, and YZ is 3 centimeters. And they're saying angle WXY is 60. So angle X is 60 degrees. and WX is parallel to YZ. That's what it means. That's what this means. All right, so I'm gonna do a little sketch here quickly. I just gonna do a sketch, right, guys? I'm just gonna do a sketch. So, I know the angle. I could probably say like, WXY. This is 60 degrees, and this could be Z. These are a little sketch. I'll
So
understand the
this is
sketch or not.
trapezium.
I'll understand the sketch or not.
So this is trapezium.
Right. But I just do not sketch. A trapezium is a
Alright,
quadrilateral.
yeah,
A
yeah,
trapezium is a quadrilateral, right? I just do a sketch.
yeah.
So we could see that the base would be what? What would the base be? Would it be WX, XY, or would it be
WX.
WX? So first thing I'm going to put down, I am going to put down that line segment. And wait, give me a second, guys. I hate to do these types of questions virtually. Absolutely hate it. If anything, I'll leave it out though. I don't want to do that. Right, so we had a measure aligned as what? Olives. Tell me fast.
9.
9 centimeters.
All right, 9 centimeters. I tried that a bit too much. All right, so I'm gonna label that what? So
WX.
yeah, this will be WX. I'll leave it now. I'm fed up of this. Gosh,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Right, this is W. This is X. Now at W we have to create a what angle? At W we have to create a what angle? A 60 degrees, right? 60 degrees.
60.
So to create a 60, I'm going to put this here. I could really open. Oh gosh, man.
Excuse me, sir. Isn't the angle at X?
No. Oh yeah. That's a good point. Sorry about that. It's WXY, right?
Excuse
So
me, sir.
yes.
I'm going to the room with my mommy and them to come back. So when I come back,
Okay.
I'll go join back.
Okay, no problem. So fed up of this thing though. I fed up. Right. So they are saying WXY is 60. So if X is over here, are we talking about angle X? Yeah, we're talking about angle X. So right. Oh my god. Let's see why I didn't do this last night. Let's see why, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Oh, brother, this sucks. All right. So enter you see the intersection there?
Yes, sir.
Right. Oh my god. Hey. Come now, work now. Right? What would this be?
60 degrees? What? I don't know.
Yeah, that would be
5 cm.
60 degrees. That would be 60 degrees, and that would
5
be
cm.
5 centimeters, right? Are you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, I'm gonna label that point what? What am I gonna label that point? What point is that, guys? I'm fast.
Why?
Fast. That's gonna be Y, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be Y. Now, if we're drawing a trapezium, then wouldn't this side be at a 90 degree? Yeah or no? Yeah, if I remember, it doesn't. It's a trapezium, right?
Yeah.
But then they're saying, wait up, then they're saying, what they saying about Y to Z, boy? What they saying about Y to Z?
Y to
What they
Z
say?
is 3
3
centimeters?
centimeters. 3.
Alright, so you can assume that. Here we gonna do. Until you understand how we can measure the 3 centimeters from the Y?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I could 3 centimeters from the Y. Right, so that'll be, and I'll call that point what?
Z?
I'll call it that.
Z,
Yeah, I'll call
Z.
that point Z. So now I just gotta do what?
Connected.
Connected.
Yeah.
Connected.
I was wrong about a 90 degrees thing, boy. I didn't read that part. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, new trapezium. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. That's the trapezium. Let me run through these steps one more time quickly. I hate this. Hate to do it on this. But in the question, they said angle WXY was 60. So that means angle X is 60 degrees, yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
this angle over here is the 60 degrees we're talking about. WX was 9 centimeters. Z to Y was what? Or YZ was what?
3.
3.
Right? So here we had to do. First of all, they had to recognize that this was the base. All you hear what I'm saying? That was the base. WX was the base. 9 centimeters. Then you need to construct a 60-degree angle here. Are you with more? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Alright. YX had to be how long?
It's 3 cm.
No. 5 centimeters.
5.
Right? And that would have given me point Y. From there, I needed to take my ruler and measure 3 centimeters. Right? 3 centimeters. And that would give me point Z. And then from here, I just connect W to Z. And that's it. And an additional step you could put in, you could draw these lines to indicate that ZY and WX are parallel. But that's it for the trapezium. That's it for the trapezium, guys. Are you understand or not? Anybody get this?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes,
Anybody
sir.
get that? Alright.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully understand why I was abstaining from doing construction, guys. That take up so much time yesterday. I'm gonna just screenshot this, put it here. Let me move on quickly now. Let me move on quickly. The coordinates of A and B are -3, -4, and 2, 6 respectively. For the line segment AB, determine the midpoint. How do I find the midpoint for a line segment?
You use x1 plus x2 divided by 2.
Correct. If I have a line segment AB, I could call A x1, y1. I could call B x2, y2. And the midpoint would be given by, this is the midpoint, it'd be given by x1 plus x2 divided by, and that'll be given by y1 plus y2 all over.
Divided by
Oh,
All right. So in this case, I'm saying that A is -3, -4. Obviously, this is just a sketch. It's not accurate. And B is 2, 6. So if I want to find the midpoint, then I'll say what plus what divided by 2. Somebody tell me. So I will say -3 plus what? And here now, -3 plus 2 all over 2.
plus
What's y1? What's y1? What's y1?
-4.
Right? That's gonna be -4. Plus y2, which is 6 divided by 2.
6 over 2.
Right. -3 plus 2 is going to be -1. That's going to be -0.5. And -4 plus 6 is 2. 2 over 2 is 1. Say that again. Okay. I'm not hearing anybody. I'm not hearing that person, but I'm gonna get through that now.
That's it.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Running back again. Point A, -3, -4. Call that x1, y1. This is x2, y2. Doesn't matter. I just say like you can label it any other way. So you're gonna add -3 and 2. Divide that by 2. -1 over 2. You're gonna add -4 and 6. That'll be 2. 2 over 2 is 1. Bam. Alright. They want you to find the gradient. Gradient. Here what? To find the gradient, how much points you need? Tell me fast. Gradient.
y2 minus y1. x2 minus
2
x1.
points. Gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We already labeled it as such. So y2 is going to be. Tell me fast, guys. What's y2?
6
6 minus y1.
minus
You had to put that in
4.
brackets. That is -4. And if you realize that, but y2 is 6 minus in brackets y1 is -4. Right. Then we're going to say x2 minus x1. x2 is 2. And x1 is what?
Negative
-3.
3.
So 6 minus minus 4, that'll be 10, and 2 minus minus 3,
5.
that'll be 5. What's the answer?
2.
2. Did you all get 2?
Yeah.
All right, big up on yourself. I'll get 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, let's move on. All right, equation of perpendicular bisector. Right. So if this is the line segment AB, if this is the line segment AB, right? Then the perpendicular bisector is your line that cuts the line segment in what? In what? Bisect means a cut in,
Half.
2.
right? And perpendicular means at a what angle?
90 degrees.
90 degrees.
So this is what our perpendicular bisector would look like. So for you to figure out the equation of a line, you need to know a point that the line passes through. So if you said A or B, that's wrong. The perpendicular bisector will always pass through the what? It will always pass through the what?
Midpoint.
The
Origin.
midpoint. The midpoint. The midpoint. The midpoint. Perpendicular bisector, the line that cuts the line segment in half, 90 degrees to the line segment. So the midpoint was minus a half 1, minus a half 1, minus a half, comma 1. So that's the only point you could use as a matter of fact. Next thing. If these two lines are perpendicular, then the gradients are going to be the what of each other.
Negative reciprocal.
Exactly. If the gradient of AB, if the gradient of AB was 2, right? Gradient of AB was 2, then the gradient of the perpendicular bisector would just be the negative reciprocal. So I could write 2 as 2 over 1. If I flip that and change the sign, what will I get?
Minus half.
Minus a half. Yeah. You guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. So here we're going to do. Remember, the equation of a line is y is equal to mx plus c. This is the sun. No, this is the slope intercept form. To use this, we're gonna recall what the point passing through the line was. It was minus a half, comma 1. So x could be minus a half and y could be 1. And we know that the gradient of the perpendicular bisector is what?
Minus half.
Minus a half. We're gonna plug this in and find for what?
C.
Yeah, we're gonna find for c. Good. So what's negative half by negative a half, guys? A quarter. Quarter plus c. You want to find for c, move across here, a quarter. You're going to end up with 1 minus a quarter. Where's 1 minus a quarter?
3/4.
3/4. So if you wanted to write the complete equation, it's going to be y is equal to your gradient. Your gradient, I should write that in blue. Your gradient is negative a half x. And what was the y? What was the y intercept? 3/4. Right. Let me just check something real quick. Our points were, again, I'm not going to rush through this on speed on it. I know sure I'm going to use this in the future, so best I just try to do something proper one time and done. You know what I mean? And if all you had to write back, only go watch the same videos, same video. All right, tools. Right, we have that over there, and the equation we came up with was what? That's what we come up with, right? Y is equal to negative 1 over 2. I just checking something quickly, guys. Right. Okay. Right. Can you guys see? Can you guys see with your own eyes? Can you guys see that line we came up with? It cuts AB at the half mark, and it's 90 degrees to the
Yes,
line.
sir. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put that in one time here. I really hope you all could see that. Cool. All right. Another point Z has coordinates -5, -8. Show that A, B, and Z are collinear. Oh, this are tough one, boy. These are tough one. I don't know how they'll tackle this. Anybody get through this one? Anybody get through this one?
Hell no.
No. I know that one.
Nope.
That one was supposed to be. So wasn't it y minus y1 equals m in brackets x minus x1?
Nah, it wasn't a formula. You had to show that there's scalar multiples and both of them were position vectors. So like, if something is collinear, it just means that they're on the same what?
Same line. I mean,
Same,
same.
same line, same line, same line, same line. To prove that, you need to show that one vector is a scalar multiple of the other one. I need to show that they have a common point. Now, if it's a point A, B, and Z, chances are all of them are position vectors. All position vectors start at the what? Hello, where do position vectors start? Can I hear about the origin? The origin. So the origin. So let me just here. What I'm just gonna do a quick sketch so I could visualize this thing. So I have a point Z. Z is minus 5 minus 8. Minus 5 minus 8. That would be. All you can see that is minus 5 minus 8, and that's Z. Yeah, all you talk to me, guys. What are you so quiet for? All you surprised, like, all you see that as minus 5 minus 8, right? That's Z. That's Z.
Yes, sir.
All right. And if I connect the origin to this, I would create vector O to Z, which is a what? What kind of vector that is? So what vector? Position vector, right?
Yes, sir.
And they want us to prove that A and B on the same thing. Okay, no problem. So A was what was A, boy? A was minus 3 minus 4. A was minus 3 minus 4. Earlier, look at that, look at that, look at that. Is it on the same line?
Yes, sir.
I just don't think I just don't see how they'll figure this out. Most students would not figure this out. And vector B is 2 comma 6, 2 comma 6, 2 6. So like 2 comma 6, 2 comma 6, that will be over here. You see now?
Yes, sir. Well, on your sketching, not that straight, but where, sir, from where I draw it, like
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out this particular question here. So I decided was to try to show workings and everything because I know if you attempt it, you get marks fit. And I draw the same graphs.
And it was good. It lined up perfectly.
Yes, sir. I saw it that it was lining up.
Okay. So here what we could do, right? Here what we could do. To prove that these vectors are collinear, I need to be able to express them as scalar multiples of each other. Right? That's what I need to do. So let me just write that down quickly. So vector O to A, vector O was vector O to A. That was minus 3 minus 4. Vector O to Z was minus 5. Nicola, are you sure? I don't think
So no, I did a sketch. I from where I did the sketch. The sketch. I see I had a straight line.
nah, boy, I'm not looking right. I'm not looking right at all. I'm not looking right at all. I don't think they're collinear, you know. I don't think they're collinear. I'm gonna plug this over here into this.
Wait, sir. The question said that they're collinear, but when we sketched it not.
Show that points A, B, and Z are collinear. Let me check something real quick. So Z is minus 5, comma negative 8, right? A is minus 3 minus 4. And Z is 2 comma 6. Okay, yeah, they are collinear. They are collinear. Yeah. All right. Yeah, they are collinear. Let's see. Now they're collinear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they are collinear. And matter of fact, if I connect it like so, or something like that, I'll how to see it.
I saw, sir. I leave So I see that, so like you see where it passed through and say I got -1, 2, like as a like as I think I put it as like a vector, but I wasn't supposed to be like that.
Well, wait, this is
But
a tough question.
you see which part the lines pass through the y-axis and the
Yeah.
x, and I put that down. I assumed that was wrong, and I scratched it off.
Oh, well, I see no way to do this question, but I don't think most students would have figured it out. So OA is -3, -4, and OZ is -5, -8. And B was 2, 6. So here we're gonna do this, Ollie. Here we're gonna do this. Here we're gonna do this. Just by looking at this visually, treat it as a regular vector question. How much parts do you think we could break up this vector into?
4.
4, right? And so therefore you would say that A to B is what fraction of the whole thing? A to B is what fraction of the whole thing?
1/3.
A quarter.
A quarter. So like if you could prove this mathematically, then it is collinear. But we need to prove it. So here what? And let me just rename this quickly. This isn't A. That's actually Z. This is actually A, and this is actually B. Alright, so here we're gonna do. Let me find vector Z to A, you know. How would I find vector Z to A? Well, I would have to go from Z to O and O to where? Z to O and O to where? Somebody tell me fast. I want to go from Z to A. Z to A. So I had to go from Z to the origin, and then from the origin to where? I don't hear anybody, but A, right? So Z to O is in the opposite direction, so I'll change this to 5/8. And O to A is going to be -3 -4. So 5 minus 3 is what?
2.
8 minus 4 is
4.
right. So that's vector Z to A. That's vector Z to A, and we could possibly find for vector Z to B, which is the whole vector. If I want to find for vector Z to B, I could go from Z to O and then O to where?
O to B.
Correct. Now Z to O is in the opposite direction, so I'll change the sign. So I'll change that to what?
5/8.
And I'll write OB as 2, 6 here. So 5 plus 2 is
7.
8 plus 6 is
14.
All right.
I find this one.
This question was tricky, boy.
2 marks, eh?
Yes,
2
sir.
marks is crazy, boy.
Sir, when I see 2 marks, I think it is not much working. But when I really check it, I didn't even know what to do. But I
Wait,
know I tried to prove it by using the straight line.
Wait, let me check something, guys. Yeah, boy, I don't see how they'll figure this out, boy. I don't see how they'll figure this out. But yeah, they are scalar multiples of each other. So like here what I'm saying, right? Z to B is just 3.5 ZE. But I really don't know how they'll figure that out. I don't see how they'll get through that. I can get
I
you.
didn't even like start this question. Like I was just confused.
Hey, this was a tough question. Let me explain something, right, Nikolai? Let me explain something. Right, Z to B is equal to 714. If I multiply ZA, which is 24 by 3.5, what is 3.5 by 2? 3.5 by 2? 7. What is 3.5 by 4?
14.
14.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. So you see, we get back ZB, right? Yeah or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So anytime we can write one vector as a scalar multiple of another vector, it shows that they are parallel. And if they have a common point, that makes them
Collinear. So,
collinear.
like that meme that, something happened, but you just can't prove it. That was like this
Yeah.
question. So.
Yeah, boy, this is a lot of question. And I would say since ZB is a scalar multiple of ZA, and they have a common point. What's the common point? What's the common point, guys? Both of them starting from where? Watch. You have Z to A and you have Z to B. What's the common point?
Minus 1, 2.
Z. They have a common point Z.
Oh, Z.
Yeah, watch. Z to B and Z to A. Z to B and Z to A. Both of them starting as.
Oh.
I
So,
thought you was talking about the way it passes through.
oh. No, I don't see much children getting this question right. I don't see much people getting this right. Yeah. Was there anybody that watching this that got this question right? That was able to prove that ZB is 3.5 ZA? Things are looking good, man. Ooh. Boy.
I answered this
Yeah,
paper.
boy. Anybody get through this question? People on TikTok, people on YouTube, anybody get through this question? You better figure through this question, but you better.
One question, sir. Would they give me
Yeah.
a mark if I do the graph kind of way?
Yeah, they could
And I-
give my gear mark.
Okay.
I'll explain it one more time, Ole, one more time. And my advice is do a little sketch, guys. Do a little sketch. So I put on point Z, I put on point A, and I put on point B. You realize that they are collinear because they're literally on the same what? They're on the same what? I'm waiting for answer, guys. They're on the same what?
Point.
Line. They're on the
Oh,
same
line.
line.
My line.
Same
Sorry.
line. So that's okay. So if we want to prove it's collinear, we need to prove that I can write one vector as a scalar multiple of another vector. So we have vector Z to A here, and our vector Z to B here. If you could somehow prove that Z to A is a scalar multiple of AB or something like that, then it's parallel. And they will be collinear if they have a common point. And they have a common point Z. Right? So yeah, this is a tough question, but hey. I'm real curious to know how much people get through with this one. This one specifically. Because I had to think a little bit. Granted, we never really see any questions like this, but it's still the same concepts you guys should know. But just in a different form. Alright, cool. Let's go next question. The frequency, you're in question 5 already? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, the frequency table below shows the number of goals. Anybody want to help me with this? Have any helpers?
To be honest, I didn't actually get this one.
Alright. The frequency table below shows the number of goals scored in a series of football matches. If the mean number of goals is 2.2, determine the value of K. Not a problem. So, quickly, guys, how would I find for mean? Remind me, how would I find for mean?
Sigma F,
Yeah.
Sigma F.
Well, yeah, add up all and divided by the number of terms. Well, the number. So,
Right. Good. So number of goals scored. If it's number of goals scored and it's number of matches, okay, and this might confuse a lot of people. The number of matches is telling you the frequency, and the number of goals scored, that's a variable. So for instance, Nikolai, if I scored one goal 10 times, how much goals did I score altogether?
11.
No, nah. Here what I'm saying, right? Here what I'm saying. You score one goal 10 times. You score one goal 10 times. How much goals
Sir,
you score? How much goals you score?
10.
10. You score 3 goals 15 times. How much goals you score?
15.
Nah. You score 3 goals 15 times. Means to multiply. So
45.
45. Yeah. So
Ah, okay.
we need to find the sum of fx. So that's gonna be 3 by 0. Oh, let's tell me 3 by 0 plus.
1
Oh
by
wait.
10. 2 by k.
I
3
prefer to
by
say the
15.
frequency first. I prefer to say the frequency first. Frequency by year. But it's fine. I'll be 15 by 3 plus
4 by 4. And 3 by 5.
right. And we're gonna put that whole thing over the total frequency. What's total frequency?
Would have been the 3 plus 10 plus k plus 15 plus 1 plus 3.
And it's a tough question, but I don't know how much other people will figure out this either.
So, you know what I did? I found out, like, where the 2.2 was. I think I multiplied was to get a total number because I know they say the number goes towards 2.2. So I multiply like 6 multiplied by 2.2, and I got a total, and I don't know what I did from there.
Yeah, this is a tough question because I how much of you guys would have figured out that number of matches is the frequency? How much of you would have figured that out?
So that
So here what I
No.
thought.
it had a
So I
question
did
in front
that.
of this telling you about F and things. You could use it to figure this out.
Say that again?
It had a question coming up that tell you about F and thing. So you could use it to
Uh-huh.
figure out what F and X is. Go down. It's the next table. Yeah. I use
This?
that to figure out what F and X is. Yeah.
Oh, that's a different question.
Yeah, see number of students is F, so I assume number of matches is F.
Good, cool. Let me answer this. And that's this whole thing had to be equal to what? What does it mean again? The whole thing had to be equal to what?
2.2.
2.2.
2.2. So
Let me work this out quickly now. So let's work out all the numerical parts. So the numerical parts would include everything other than the k by 2, right? So I'm gonna say,
Yes, sir.
well 3 by 0, that's 0. 10 by 1 is 10. 15 by 3 is 45. 4 by 4 is 16. 3 by 5 is 15. So we're gonna add up everything. So what is 10 plus 45 plus 16 plus 15?
35. No. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all got 86.
35.
So that's gonna
35.
be 35 now again 86.
No, for
So
the yes?
yeah, watch. 10 plus 45 plus 16 plus 15. That is
I think
86.
I was counting the one underneath. My bad.
No. And in the underneath, that'll be 13. 13 plus 3 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. 35, yeah. So that's gonna be k plus 35, right? Yeah? Yeah,
Yes,
right? Are
sir.
you getting that? Yeah, k plus 35.
Listen,
Yeah,
And
yeah,
now
yeah.
and the whole mean must be equal to what?
2.2.
2.2.
We don't like working with fractions, so I could represent this as 2.2 over 1, and I could cross
1.
multiply. I see why I get trouble going. So that'll be 2.2 by k plus 35, and that'll be equal to 1 by 2k plus 86, which is going to be 2k plus 86. 2.2 by k is 2.2k. 2.2 by 35 is what? What's 2.2 by 35? 2.2 by 35 is what, guys?
That's one. And I reach outside if I calculate that.
77. And that'll be equal to 2k plus 86. We're trying to find for k. So we need all the k terms on one side and everything that isn't k to be on the other side. So that's going to be 2.2k minus 2k equal to 86 minus 77. If you're confused, all I did was I wanted all the k terms on the left-hand side, so I took the 2k and I moved it across. I didn't want the numbers on the left-hand side, so I took the 7 and I moved it across. If I move across positive 77, it's going to turn to negative 77. So I said 86 minus 77. 2.2k minus 2k is 0.2k. And 86 minus 77 is
9.
9. And so to find for k, divide both sides by
0.2.
Right, where's your answer? 9 over 0.2.
I got 45.
Right, 45. So your answer is
45.
right. And if you have trust issues, I'm going to show you something fast. Right? Fast. Are you with me?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
there? All right, here what, right? If you have trust issues, right, we can say 0 by 3 is 0, 1 by 10 is 10, 45 by 2 is 90, 3 by 15 is 45, 4 by 4 is 16, 5 by 3 is 15. Add up all that and let me know what you get. Quick. All I want speed, boy. Speed. So that'll be 100, 145, 100 and 161, 100 and
176.
what you get?
176.
176. And what was the total number of matches?
Yes, sir.
So 13 plus 45, come on. So that'll be 3 plus 10 plus the 45 plus the 15 plus the 4 plus the 3. Bam. And let's see, look at workout, right? Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
As we getting back to 2.2.
Too much
Yes, sir.
matches them play.
3 marks, yes. Tough question. Yeah, I find it a tough question. Yeah, here what? I'm gonna do a paper 1 live. I'm gonna be doing paper 1 live, so maths, add maths and physics, so drop a follow, stay up to date. I'm gonna be doing lives for add maths right through for physics, everything, right? I'll go see my live. Yeah,
Yes, sure, I could be doing.
right. So anybody got through with this? Did anybody got K to be 45? Anybody get through this?
I only reached the point where it reached the 35 key.
To come up with this equation, tough boy, tough. You see, I was never lied to you all in all. I think I was lied to you. I don't. Like, I'm telling you, a lot of students would not figure out this one, and a lot of students would never figure out this one. It's out of the reach, out of the box.
So you think the curve going below?
I don't know about no curve, but I just saying a lot of people will have those struggles. So I put in asterisk by questions that would give people trouble, right?
Yeah.
Teacher Joy recorded the time taken for 60 students in a math club to complete a 12-piece puzzle. The cumulative frequency graph below shows information regarding the time it takes 60 students to complete the puzzle. So we have a cumulative frequency on the y-axis and time taken on the x-axis. Use the cumulative frequency curve to determine the probability that a student chosen at random will take at least 42 seconds to complete the puzzle. What does at least mean? At least. What inequality sign is at least? Oh, let's I'm fast, guys. At least. What's that?
Less than.
Nah. At least.
Wait,
At
more than?
least 42. At least. If I tell you, Nikolai, if I tell you I have at least, you have to bring at least 5 people to come to the party. You have to bring at least 5 people to come to the party. What do I mean?
You could bring more than 5.
Yeah. So at minimum, you should bring 5, but you should bring more. So at least 42 means more than or equal to 42. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. So here what we're going to do, right? We are going to go to 42 on this axis. Let's look at the scale quickly. This is 0 to 20, and we have 10 divisions. So each division will represent what?
2.
2. Each division is 2. If you're confused, 10 blocks, 10 small blocks is equal to 20. Divide both sides by 10, one small block is equal to 20 over 10, which is 2, right? And we want to put down 42 seconds. So 42 seconds right here. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And that's going to read off what?
44. Oh, wait, no.
15.
I,
Nikolai, I know you're tired, right? Let me explain something though. We want to figure out at least 42. At least 42. So that means 42 or more, right? 42 or more. But you see with our cumulative frequency curve, you see this 15 here, Nikolai?
yes, sir.
That would tell you the amount of students that take 42. But we want to figure out more than or equal to. Nikolai?
Wait, so you minus the total from that?
Yes. So 60 minus 15 will be what?
45.
Right, so the probability is going to be 45 all over the total, which is what's the total?
60. 3/4.
3/4. I'm going to run it back one more time. Right? Determine the probability that a student chosen at random will take at least 42 seconds. If it's at least 42 seconds. What do I mean?
More than or equal to, because
More
they
than or
said
equal
least.
to.
They never said more or less.
Exactly. So like this over here would be the students that take 42 seconds or what?
42 or less.
Exactly. So to find the other students, I would say 60 minus 15. I will get 45 when I say 45 over 60. Just 3/4.
So as soon as you say 60 minus 15, I know I get this whole thing wrong.
Oh shucks. Cool. Yeah,
So joining on my laptop, I'll be right back.
no problem. Right. Determine the sum and interquartile range of the time taken by the 60 students. Now hear this, right? When you're dealing with a cumulative frequency curve, you do say n plus 1. So if you recall, summa interquartile range is just IQR divided by what?
2.
IQR divided by 2. And to find the IQR, it is Q3 minus
Q1.
right, Q3 minus Q1 all over 2. Q3 is good for our cumulative frequency curve. It's going to be 3/4 of n. And Q1 is going to just be 1/4 of n, not n plus 1. What is the total number of students?
60.
So what is 3/4 of 60?
45.
45.
Yeah, so I get this one.
Nice. And what is 1/4 of 60?
15.
15, yeah.
So here what we're gonna do, right? Here what we're gonna do. This card, we would have to go on which axes? The cumulative frequency axis or the variable axis for this?
A variable.
Y-axis.
Y-axis. Remember, Nikolai, this talks about the spot in the distribution. And we'll be looking at the cumulative frequency to figure out like where you stand in the lineup. So the 45th and the 15th. So 45. So Nikolai, 45.
You had to
This
bring
would
it down.
be what are looking like, guys?
64.
64, right? That's 64. And let's find Q1 now. So Q1 is going to be 15 too. So like we know what that is, guys. What that is?
Q3.
It could be the 42.
Oh.
So to find interquartile range, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna say 64 minus what?
42.
42.
Right. 64 minus 42 is what?
20.
22.
22.
Right.
Nah. Not looking like
22.
I tell them some scary things, boy. Yeah, 22.
Yeah, man.
22. So the IQR is going to be 22. So what would the summa interquartile range be, guys?
11.
Half of that, sir.
Half of that. So that'll be 22 over 2, which is
11.
11. 11, right?
One
Cool.
question, sir.
Yeah?
Would I get some marks for the formula and those stuff?
Yeah, you get some marks for that. Question was worth 2 marks, might get 1 mark.
All right.
All right. Let's move on. So complete the table below. So the time taken in seconds is 21 to 40. So we have class intervals, right? The number of students is 13, and the midpoint is just the lower class value plus the upper class value divided by 2. Well, we don't have to figure out anything there. That's not a problem. Frequency, midpoint, fx. No problem. All right, so let me tackle this. So 41 to 60. 41 to 60, guys. Yeah, this is gonna be tough for you again. All right, here what I'm saying, right? Here what I'm saying. Here what I'm saying. If I want to find for 41 to 60, 41 to 60, and I could find wouldn't that be everybody that is more than 40 but less than 60? Hear what I'm saying, right? If it is 41 to 60, wouldn't it be more than 40? More than 40 but less than or equal to 60?
Yes, sir. This
Right,
question had me thinking about the upper class boundary and lower class boundary, sir.
No. So here what we're gonna do, right? We're going to go to 40, read off 40. Right? What is 40? What's that?
What?
Right 13, right? Right 13. So in other words, 13 students would have got 13 students would have finished whatever in 40 seconds or less. So less than or equal to 40, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right. So let me find how much students that took 60 or less. So how much students took 60 or less?
40.
So 40 students took less than or equal to 60. So if I want to find the last, if I want to find 41 to 60, what will I do with these two? What will I do with the 40 and the 13?
Minus?
Add minus. Let me explain why. So 13 students got less than or equal to 40, right? Nikolai, wouldn't that be contained in this as well? If I say less than or equal to 60, wouldn't I also contain the students that got less than or equal to 40?
Yes, sir.
But I strictly want to find the students that got 41 to 60. So I would actually say 40 minus 13. What is 40 minus 13?
Wouldn't that be 27?
27.
Sir, I guessed this right, and I got 28.
Damn. That's a good guess. A really good guess. Yeah.
I honestly did
So I
not.
got 26.
So I just put 28, sir.
I
not
like guess.
I know.
Wait, no, I like guess. I like
So
guess.
26 was side?
That's what I literally, yes, sir. It's like a gamble my life here right now, sir.
Oh God. Well, here I'm running back again, right? I'm running back again. 41 to 60 earlier. 41 to 60. Wouldn't that be more than 40, but less than or equal to 60?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here what? We could go and find the amount of people that got 40, that did it in 40 or less. 40, so less than or equal to 40 was 13. 13 students took less than or equal to 40, right?
Yes, sir.
And then we could find the students that took 60 less than or equal to 60. And that was, we found that to be 40, right?
Yes, sir.
So 40 students took less than or equal to 60. And 13 students took less than or equal to 40. So if I want to find 41 to 60, I'll subtract the 13 from the 40, and I'll get 27. Right?
Yes, sir.
And well, we know that the total is going to be 60 anyways, so how can we find for this?
Add the top and subtract from 60.
I mean, subtract.
Right, what would we get? Somebody tell me.
17, and I put 16 for this one, sir.
So I get
Oh.
like 26. That'll go work?
No, that's the correct answer. Okay.
No. From the first one day. We are 27 and I get 26.
It's 27. It's 27.
Oh,
I find this a lot of paper so far away. I find this a lot of paper. Comparatively speaking. I say it's a lot of paper away.
we got
Yeah,
a 3.
Sir,
I think
sir,
that'd be my
I'm
class.
watching your answers here right now, and I say, well, how I get 26?
A lot of people that struggle with this paper, boy. A lot of people, boy. A lot of people.
So 26, so like 26 won't work?
No, 26 won't work. Let me try to explain it back again, right? Again. 41 to 60, right? 41 to 60. Right, let me draw a number line for you, right? Let me draw a number line for you. 39, 40, 41, 60. Are you with me? I draw a number line,
Yeah.
right? How many students got 40 or less?
15.
No.
No,
Not
13,
no.
13, 13.
13,
30.
sir.
Right, and that would correspond to 40 or less, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. And how many students finish it in 60 or less?
40.
40, sir.
40. So here we're saying, right? Yes, explaining does make sense because kids are going to use this video in the future to hopefully benefit. So it does matter. And this is 40. And here what do we want to find? We want to find 41 to 60 earlier. 41 to 60. So look at this, guys. Wouldn't 41 to 60 be found like right here? So when I have to
Yeah.
subtract?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to subtract. I'd have to subtract.
Yes, sir.
Because 40 here, 60 here. Yeah.
Sir, isn't there something in CXC, right? Where all they get the answer wrong, but the method is the same method as how you would do it for the right answer. Wouldn't you get acknowledged for that?
You should. Some recognition at least. But that's the answer for that question. So let's find the
So
frequency. Yeah?
I'm gonna leave, right? So like, can you make someone else a co-host?
Yeah, we'll make Nikolai the co-host.
All right, thank you.
All right, no problem. Let me continue, right? So 27 by 50.5. 27 by 50.5. That's 1363.5. And then that's going to be 17 by 70.5. What would that be? Well, that's 1198.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's move on. I'll show you that question asking. That's for mean.
Nah.
Oh, no? Okay.
Nah.
That's surprising.
sir,
How about yeah?
this paper was difficult and weird at the same time, sir. Like, how can they never bring circle theorems?
That real weird dog. Where these circle theorems, boy? Where the jail these circle theorems at, boy?
So
Where
that
these
was the
circle-
Bring
first.
a graph for
That was
5
the
marks.
first thing I was looking
Oh,
for.
buckler. What these circle theorem? Where these circle theorems at, dog? You see CXC. When I find you, boy, CXC, boy. Hey, why you get the chair and them circle theorem? Hey. All right, let me continue on question 6. A recipe for making 20 bite-sized cookies uses 175 grams of flour, right? So 175 grams of flour, F. 125, I shouldn't use this color, it's hard to see. 125 grams butter and 75 grams sugar. Right? In its simplest form, the ratio of flour to butter to sugar. Guys, wouldn't that just be 175? Earlier,
Divide everything by 25.
175 to 125, 275, and you see in the greatest common factor here is 25. Right? You can divide through by 25. And if I do that, 175 into 25 into 175 is what?
7.
7.
25 into 125 is?
5. 3.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Everybody get that, right? All you get that? Did you guys get this?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
Right. So I try and put 7 to 5 to 3. Okay, I'm going to asterisk by this too. This was a tough question, I would say. So when we finish, I'll count all the tough questions I think students will struggle with. Determine the amount of flour, butter, and sugar needed to make 52 such cookies. Okay, no problem. It's not hard. So here what I'm saying, right? How much does the typical recipe make?
20.
20. So here we're going to see, right? Here we're going to see. If 20, okay, so here, let's stay with one, right? To make 20 cookies, how much flour are we going to use?
175.
175 grams, right? I'll with more now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if I wanted to find, here what? And I could find for 1 and then multiply that by 60, or even better yet, or 52 is 52. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I would just find for 1, guys, so I would divide both sides by 20. So to make 1 cookie, I would need how much grams of flour?
I believe
8.75.
8.
Let's see. 175 all over 20. That will be 8.75. I'll get 8.75.
Yes, sir.
So 8.7 grams of flour to make 1 cookie. But how much cookies we want to make?
52.
So I will scale up by 52. So 52 by 8.75. What would we get?
Yes, sir. Oh, 455, not 445. Never.
I'm going to just spam this for the rest at once. Right? So you find for 1 and then extrapolate. I mean then you scale up. So butter now. Guys, to make how much butter are we using to make 20 cookies?
135.
So you can find for 1 quickly. So to make one cookie, we're gonna use how much butter?
6.25.
So to make 52 cookies.
Would be 325.
Okay, this question not bad. I think students could get through with this.
Yes, sir.
Um,
So it's like they set you up with the bad ones and then they give you good ones.
yeah,
But I still made an attempt to try to answer the questions.
that's good. That's good. And for sugar, there's another way can I do the question and all, but surely
Yep.
just if I remember. So sugar to make 20 cookies, right? 20 cookies. How much sugar would we use?
Was it 75?
Was it
175.
75? It was 75,
Yeah,
75
yeah,
grams of sugar. Right? So to find for 1, I'll just divide by 20 on both sides.
Yes, sir. I got 3.75.
Yeah.
3.75.
Yes, sir.
And I want to find 52, so I'll multiply both sides by 52.
195.
Wait again?
195, sir.
Right. Everybody cool with this?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is the most intuitive, straightforward way I think you all could attack this question. Any other way might be out of the box. This is the easiest way I can tell you guys to do this question. I think most of you all could understand. Right? Are you understand what I mean or not?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any other way might be a bit more complicated. But let me try an alternative way, right? We'll try an alternative way.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so let me say 175 plus 125 plus 75. That's 375. So I can say 375 is equal to 20, right? So 320. I can try something here. Right? So one cookie would be 375 over 20. 375. I'm trying something here. We go see if it will work. Should work. And I want to scale up that by 52. So I will say 52 cookies is multiplied by 52. 975. All right. So yeah. I don't think I'll ever see that though. I don't think I'll ever solve it like that. I do not think you'll ever
Nope.
figure that out.
Nope.
I don't think I'll ever figure that out. It's like higher level. Yeah. But you see, right? Watch Nikolai. I'm gonna multiply 125 by 2.6. See, look, I get 325. See that? See that? It works, right?
Yes, sir.
And if I multiply the 75 by 2.6, I will get 195. But how much else would I figure out this other method, buddy?
No. The first one was the good one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That second one is just stupidness.
I look at it and I see it and I was like, I better just show the intuitive, easy way rather than doing it like that.
Well, I mean, sir, they gave you the ratio for a reason, so that could have
Yeah.
been
Yeah. Right? B, the cookies are made and sold in packs of 20. Right? In packs of 20, right? A dozen by. A bag of flour contains 12.65 kg. Use the information, complete the statements below. Leave real space, boy. Wow. It's a lot of space.
Yes, sir. For no reason.
All right, one bag of flour makes a maximum of how much packs of cookies? Okay, no problem. Wait, so we should probably convert this to grams, right? Because all of our ingredients are in grams. So you'd multiply this by
1,000.
and what would you get? So what would you get?
I got 12,650.
Will you get that right?
50, sir, 50.
Yeah. Because it'll be 12,650. Cool. Now here what I'm saying, right? Here what I'm saying. That is how much we have there. Do we know how much it would take to make 20 cookies?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can figure that out. So if I want to make 20 cookies, guys, well, we need 175 for flour, 125 for butter, and 75 for sugar. Then we could find the cumulative amount of flour we need, like the total.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So 175 plus 125 plus the 75. So over here, if you want to make 20 cookies, it's going to be what? Add that from and tell me what you get.
I got 375, sir.
Right. So to make 20 cookies, you need 375 grams of flour. Does that make sense, guys? Are you all understanding so far?
Yes, sir.
Here what? like I'm telling you, we should always probably find for one. We should find for one, right? One. Because if I could find for one cookie, guys, and I could just divide that to figure out the amount of cookies.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so let's find for one cookie quickly. To find for one cookie, we need to divide both sides by
20.
right? So that'll be 375 all over 20 grams. What is 375 over 20?
18.75.
18.75.
18.75.
So if I want to make one cookie, and it's 18.75 grams. So if I want to figure out the number of cookies I could make with this amount, what will I say?
Divide 12650 by that.
Right, so 12650 divided by 18.75. Hey, oh God, nah, boy. 6-7 in front and 6-7 in the back. That's crazy, though. That's crazy. That's crazy.
6-7.
Right? If we round this off, look, we could make 0.6 of a cookie, dog.
No, sir.
No. So to the nearest cookie, this is just 674, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So like, let me ask you a question now. We're making 674 cookies, yeah?
Sir.
So one bag of flour makes a maximum of how much packs of cookies? How much packs of cookies? Well, we sell it in packs of what?
12.
Yeah, but it didn't ask that. I just want packs of cookies. Wait. Okay, yeah, they want packs, right? So we'd have to divide this by what?
By 12.
Yeah. Where you get?
56.16. Well, we just say 56.
Right, so one bag of flour makes a maximum of 56 packs of cookies. The amount of flour left over is how much grams? So here what, right? Here what, guys? And over here, we didn't get an exact number.
No.
No, we didn't get an exact number then. It was actually 674.67. Which is really 674 and 2/3.
So that's the packs?
The packs is 56.
I don't think that's correct.
So somehow I get 120.
Yes, it's 120. Yeah, from 1,440 cookies. I divide by 12 to get 120 packs.
Yeah, and when I minus it, I get 50 grams. 50
Yeah.
grams.
Yeah, how you guys get that then? Because I don't see anything that
I
logical
can't
flaw.
remember. Like so much of things I see wrong.
Let me
Like,
see.
well, not really wrong, but
So like, we know that 20 cookies is going to take 375 grams to make, right? Yeah, we know that. Unless the arithmetic is wrong somewhere, it's going to be 175 plus 125 plus 75. Yeah. And so one cookie would be this divided by 20, which is 18.75 grams, right? So if I wanted to find the number of cookies, 12,650, right, divided by 18.75, right? Yeah, I don't see any logical flaws there.
So the answer is
I
120.
get this one wrong, sir. So I think I'm just going
So
and
the
this, they had the same thing.
The answer is 120 and the remainder is 50 grams.
But how? I gotta explain that to me.
Let me see if I can remember what. Hold on. I think Springer, they get that too.
Yeah, I saw that as well. I thought he made a mistake and all too, because I see you have a different answer here.
Well, let me try to run back the reasoning, right? So a bag of flour contains.
Oh, so they say 175 grams of flour is for 20 cookies. So you find how much flour for one cookie.
Yeah. So it's flour,
So
not
175 divided by 20. Yeah, you get how much flour for one cookie.
Oh, that's
Then
crazy, dog. That's crazy. Oh,
You
Oh,
divide how much for one by the 12650.
oh yeah. Wait, that's crazy, dog. That's a crazy mistake, dog.
You do
Wow.
14.
I was not gonna say the simple thing and I get wrong, sir.
Yeah,
I got
boy. Sorry
correct.
about that. Yeah, yeah. Ollie, I'm gonna underline something for you, right? I'm gonna underline something for you. How much grams, boy? How much grams to make 20 cookies?
175.
175. Right, 175 grams of flour. So to find for cookies is gonna be 175 divided by 20,
Yeah.
which is what?
That is 8.75.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Sorry about that.
So you give me
And,
serious.
and plug and take calculator. Let me know what you get.
Um 1445.7.
That's more in line with what you all got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
sir.
to the nearest cookie.
I forget to put in packs. So
Oh, or to the nearest cookie could be 1445, right?
I'll lose one mark for that.
Yeah, it will. After I'll explain back the question, right? Because there was a mistake.
Yeah.
Right? I made a mistake originally and I want to take that accountability and correct it. And so if it's 1445 cookies and you know have 12 in one, have 12 in a pack, then what would that be?
120.
Yeah, 120. All right, good.
Phew.
Yeah. All right, so the maximum of packs is 120. And to find the amount of flour left over, how are we doing that, guys?
Multiply that, sir. Wait. I did. So all I remember is I get 1,200 and no, 12,000 and sorry, that's not.
Here what, right? Here we could do.
Multiply 120 by 8.75. Then minus it from the 12.6k.
Yeah.
I was going to do it differently, yeah? I was going to do it differently. Yeah, because like here I was saying, right? We know we could make how much cookies? How much cookies we could make? Right, we can make that amount of cookies, right? And how much flour does it take to make one cookie?
8.75.
Right. So I would do this. 1445 by 8.75. But how much we had at the start?
12,650.
Can you see that there's a remainder?
Yes, sir, but not gonna be 50, no.
Wait, so let me check something.
I do that, so I don't know. I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 50 remaining, so
6.25. But like, okay, let me try to do like how you all did it, right? So what they're saying, and I'll tell you if it's correct or if it's wrong. The logic. So what do you all do? You multiply 120 by
the 8.75.
Nah. Let me explain something for
Wait,
you,
no,
right?
no, that's not it, sir.
Guys, let me explain something. Liam, everybody in class, right? If
Yeah.
you say 120 by 8.75, that's wrong. Does the 120 correspond to the number of cookies?
By 1445, I mean. And multiplied by.
Yeah. Yes. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.25. 6.25.
So, I think the answer was 50 grams, you know.
Nah, 6.25. I'm telling you, 6.2.
Alright.
I'm confident in that. I confident in that. I
So,
have
let me just check.
confidence in that. Check,
Okay.
100%. I 100% confidence in that. And I stand by the answer. I stand by it. You know why? The logic is solid. Here we're saying how much cookies we could make.
1445.
How much it taken to make one cookie?
8.75.
Right. So how much?
You multiply it.
How much flour we use?
1, 2, 6, 4, 3.75.
How much we had?
12,650.
Right, how much remain?
6.25.
That's
I don't
correct.
I don't know people getting 50 and thing. Everybody by my school get 50. Who ask? I don't know.
Let me ask ChatGPT though. I'm curious.
Current Springer they get 52, so I
let
don't
me
know.
ask
So the spring I have 120 and then 50 underneath it.
let me
So
ask Chat
I think it's 6.25. That make the most sense.
let me ask ChatGPT. Well, I'm pretty sure, like 100% sure my answer is correct. The other thing I'm saying don't make any sense. I don't make
Yeah.
any sense, right? Let me ask Chat. I'm pretty sure I'm right though. Can't be wrong.
So I watching from what Cohen Springer did, right? And I think I went with the same approach as well. Like
Hmm.
you find out for one cookie, which was the 175 divided by 20, and then he multiplied that by 12. I seen he put 12. Multiply that 175 divided by 20 by 12, and you get 105. And then he divide that by the 12,650, and he got 120 packs. And then he come back again and multiply the 120 by the 105 to get 12,600. And when he subtracted, he got 50 grams. Sir.
Oh, okay. I see. I see what you did. I see.
Who's that
So
wrong?
yeah, like ChatGPT saying it is it's 50 grams. It's 50
I
grams.
wanted that.
Yeah, ChatGPT saying 50 grams. So let me try to run through the logic right behind it. And so how much packs we could make? How much packs we could make?
120.
120, sir.
120. How much should I have in one pack?
12.
1,445.
Right.
Oh,
Where's 120
sorry.
by 12? Where's 120 by 12?
1,440.
1,440.
Right. Okay. But how much cookies we had there?
1,445.
Right. 1445. And so what would I get?
5.
5. Oh, you know why? You know why it makes sense? Because you have to group it in packs at 12. You have to group it in packs at 12. So if you can't make another pack at 12, that's going to be wasted. That's the logic behind it. But like, what I calculated was like the net amount of flour wasted. But here I was saying, Nikolai, and you had to make packs at 12?
Yes, sir.
Nikolai, if you don't have enough to make a pack at 12, what you gonna do? You could sell that, or you had to toss that away.
Eat it.
You gotta eat it, right? I understand the logic behind that. It's like, good thing I make that mistake, so all I could understand. Because a lot of students are going to make that same mistake that I did. But here the thing, Leon,
Yeah.
to sell a pack, how much it must have in a pack?
12.
It must have 12. So if I remain with a remainder of 5 cookies, can I make another pack?
No.
No. So am I going to wouldn't that flour be wasted? Because I can't sell it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I understand the logic now. I understand why it had to be like this.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Wait,
said one
yeah,
more
sir.
time. I said one more time, right? One more time. One more time. Nikolai, you selling in one pack, how much it must have?
12.
It must have 12. It must have 12. So Nikolai, if you're like, okay, let me just say you make let me just say you make 120 batches, right? You make 120 batches. 120 by 12 is 1440.
Yes, sir.
How much are remaining?
You will have 5 cookies in it.
How much more you needed to make another pack?
7.
7. So if you don't have enough to make a full pack, Nikolai, are you going to sell that? Tell me, if you can't make another full pack, are you gonna tell the people them 5 cookies? 5 at
You gotta get rid of it.
exactly. So if you're not selling it, is it money you're getting or is it a waste of flour?
Repeat, sir.
If you're not selling it, is it good or is it a waste of flour?
A waste.
Yeah, it's a waste of flour. I understand the reasoning behind it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So my bad about that. I'll go over the whole question, right? I'll go over the whole question just to make sure everybody's on the same page. And
So,
wait,
Just
wait, and how much grams of flour are we gonna use to make one cookie? Well, one cookie was 8.75, so we'll multiply 8.75 by what?
5 by
5.
5.
And what will you get?
43.75.
40, yeah.
You guys got that?
Yeah.
Let me know.
So that's for what?
Yo, that's what I'm seeing here, so
It's 43.75.
Wait, and
because like
it must have 50 grams, you mean it?
unless I can have some mistake here.
So what's going on?
What really going on here, boy? Because like so okay, in Cold Springer, right? You get 5 cookies.
No, I didn't see anything of 5 cookies, sir.
Okay, let me see what chat do, boy. Let me see what chat do. Chat say
I'm gonna send you a screenshot.
Yeah, chat say 12650 divided by 105. Where do you get 105 from though? Oh, so here what happened, right? I see what they do. All this is good because students getting to see the mistakes somebody could make. All right, let me reframe our thinking, right? Let's
Yes,
reframe our thinking. I don't need to say, but let's reframe our thinking. How much did I have in one pack earlier?
12.
Right. So how much flour would it take to make one pack?
12 multiplied by the 8.75.
And what would you get? What would you get?
You get 105.
105. So to make 12, so to make one pack, you need how much flour?
One. Repeat?
How to make one pack of cookies, how much flour you need?
Oh, 105.
105. You need 105. Good. You need 105. And so to figure out how much packs we can make, we'll say 12650 divided by what?
105.
Yeah. And what we will get? You'll get 120, right?
That's it.
Yeah, you'll get 120. That checks off. And if each is 105, you could say 120 multiplied by 105. And why are you saying that? How much packs you make? How much packs you make, guys? How much packs you make?
I mean 120.
You make 120, and how much does it take to make one pack?
105 grams.
Right. So it's 120 by 105.
12,600.
Right, 12,600 grams. Right. How much grams of flour we start off with?
12,650.
Right. We'll get. There you go, guys.
50.
Right, 50 grams. That's the answer. So here what? To avoid any confusion, I'm going to explain the whole question again for anybody that might be watching the video at a later point in time. But it's a good thing that students could see the mistakes somebody could make. So they run it back very, very fast. Cookies are made and sold in packs at 12. A bag contains 12.65 kilograms of flour. Immediately convert this to what?
Grams.
Right. How much grams is that?
12,650.
Right. How much? Okay, to make one cookie, how much? I was saying, boy, to make 20 cookies, how much flour you need?
8.7. I mean 175 grams.
Right, 175 grams. Cool. To make one cookie, what will do?
Divide 175 by 220.
Right. So one cookie will be 8.75.
8.75.
Good. What next, Nikolai?
You find out for 12.
Right. So 8.75 grams is one cookie. How much grams we have?
Uh, 8.75 grams.
Right. So to find the number of cookies, it's going to be 12,650 divided by 8.75.
Yes, sir.
So how much cookies I can make? Should be 120.
No, that no. No. It getting
Wait.
again 1,445.
Oh gosh, boy. Hey, this question will make me lose my mind, you know.
So
I will
it's
go into
supposed to multiply by 12, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Because how much we had to make? How much in one pack?
12, sir.
Right. So you're making 12 cookies out there. So 12 cookies by that. Right? What that will be?
That could be 105, sir.
Yeah, that'll be the 105 we're talking about. So to make 12 cookies, how much grams of flour you need?
105 grams.
Right, 105 grams. Cool. What next?
Divide that by the 12,650.
Right. 12650 divided by 105.
105.
And that would tell you how much packs you can make, right? What would the answer be?
120.
120. Right. No, here what I'm saying, right? Here what I'm saying. So like it's 12,650 over 105 is equal to 120. So could we find the amount of flour it take to make the 120?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can say 120 by 105. What's 120 by 105?
The 12,600.
Right, 12,600. But how much we had originally?
12,650.
So 650.
Right, bam. We get the 50.
So
Oh.
this is a difficult question. Why?
Yeah, we'll put asterisk by it. I'll asterisk by it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go over it one more time. So we had to make pack at 12, right? 12,650 grams. That's how much we're working with. 20 cookies is 175 grams. So one cookie is 8.75, but a pack contains 12. So 12 cookies is equal to 8.75 by 12. So to make 12 cookies, you need 105 grams of flour. So we're going to take the 12,650 and divide it by 105 to find the amount of packs we could make. The amount of packs we could make is 120. And each pack is going to take 105 grams of flour. So 120 by 105 is going to give us 12,600. That is going to tell us the amount of flour we need to make how much packs.
Yes, sir.
How much packs?
The 120.
Good. But you see in that we didn't use 50 grams. So that's the answer there, 50 grams.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Very good. Alright, let's move on. The diagram below shows parts of a number chart. I never see a question like this before, boy.
So
The
this is
numbers.
the first time
So does
seeing
AI.
this also. And when I
Hallelujah.
see this, I was like, what?
Right. The numbers on the chart follow various patterns. Study the patterns and answer the questions that follow. What number should be placed in column 1 of row 9? Okay.
7 by 9.
Well, are you noticing a pattern here? What? 7 by 2. Well, you just add in 7, right? You just add in 7. Is repeated addition of 7. I'm not sure what you're seeing there.
Yes, sir.
I'll show you something real cool. So 42 plus 7 is?
49.
Right? 49 plus 7 is?
56.
Right? 56 plus 7 is?
63.
63. What if I told you this relationship was 7n and it would just be 7n? It would just be 7n. That's the relationship. I'm not sure what you're seeing that. It's just 7n.
Yes, sir.
It's just 7n. Right? The next one. We have 9. What we are in here consecutively. If we had anything.
7.
So it's going to be 7n. If we backtrack a bit, 9 minus 7 is what?
2.
2.
So it's going to be 7n plus
2.
Right. So this is essentially the same kind of questions you are accustomed with in a different format, right? What are they adding consecutively here? Same 7, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right. So that relationship would be 7n. And if you backtrack a bit, what would that be?
6. No. No.
Nah, 4. 4.
Yeah, 4.
All right, so let me show you some badness, right? Let me show you some badness. If I wanted to figure out column 1 of row 9, that'll be over here, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Sir.
So in row 9, n would be equal to what? What would n be equal to?
9.
N would be equal to 9. And as such, you know, if you wanted to calculate that quickly, that'll be 7 by 9, which is
63.
bam. 7 by 9 plus 2. 63 plus 2 is
65.
65.
It'll be 7 by 9 plus 4, which is
66.
66.
oh god. Wait.
Wow.
66, right? All again 66. What again?
7, 9, 63.
That's 67, is it not?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's the answer. Now there's so much different ways you could work this question out. Let me explain. If you're looking at it row-wise, each value is incrementing by what? So like 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, right?
Yes, sir.
14 plus 2 is 16, 16 plus 2 is 18. So generally speaking, right? If I find this 63 over here, and I could just add 2 to get 65 here, and add 2 to get 67 over here,
Yes, sir.
had a million different ways to work this same question. A million different ways, but essentially your answer is going to be 63, 65, and 67. Why did I do it like this? I did it like this so you guys could see it's essentially the same thing you was dealing with in all the other years, just looks a bit different. Patterns and sequences, right?
Yes, sir.
How much do you guys saw that do? How much do you guys saw as patterns and sequences?
Yes, sir.
Sir, to be honest, I never saw it. Like, I just it was multiplying by 7 because I was just doing my tables and I said, but wait now.
They asking for 63, They asking for 63. They say in column 1 of row 9. Column 1 of row 9. That really easy, boy. That really easy then.
Yeah,
Damn.
I get that one time. At first,
That
when I
really
was
easy,
skipping,
boy. That really easy, boy. Yeah, the answer is 63 earlier. That really easy, boy. Nah, that question too easy earlier. Damn, that too easy, boy. Everybody had to get a marks for that one. That really easy. Watch,
Yeah,
they asking for the value in column 1 of row 9. So this will be row 9 over here, and this will be column 1. So they're talking about the 6. That really easy. Only had to get that. Only had to get that.
yes, sir, I
Yeah.
get it. But when I passed through it, I was like, what? And I just skip it. But when I come back and I read the question, I say, but wait now, is just this?
Yeah, it's just the 7 timetables, you know. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But I feel like we answer some of the questions below, low key. Or we go see.
Yeah, probably.
Barry, you writing CXC or CSEC?
CXC or CSEC?
He's talking like he's 50.
Say that again?
He's talking like he's 50.
I talking like I is 50 or
No, you, Jabari.
or Jabari, yeah. Let me finish this now.
Yeah.
So fill in the 3 missing numbers in the diagram above. This is real simple, Olive. Real simple. But we could use the relationship we come up with just now to answer it. We could. What was the relationship we come up with for row 2?
7n plus 2.
Right, 7n plus 2. So if I say 7n plus 2 is equal to 653. And
Minus
I
1
find
divided by
for n,
7.
that would be 651. And I would divide both sides by
793.
Yeah, y'all get 93?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say boy. Yeah, this is 93. And obviously, you know how to use the general relationship. If you want to find for this, and take it just minus 2.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and R2.
Or if you want, you could say 7 by 93. Where's 7 by 93?
That'll be 61. Oh no.
Yeah. You see, you can do this question a million different ways, right? We came up with the relationships at the start. If you like that, well, you could just see that this is -2 to go from here to here. And well, to go from here to here, you would do what?
+2.
Yeah, plus 2.
2.
And you will get 655. Now, if we use the relationship we came up with, you'll see it also works. 7n plus 4. Right? 7n plus 4 was n.
It's 93, sir.
Where's 793 plus 4, chat? Where's 793 plus 4?
755.
Yeah, 655, right? A million different ways to work the same question. So which row would contain the number 942? So you see the formulas we come up with? You had to use the formulas we come up with.
It was row 1.
So which row would contain the number 942? So here what we could do, right? We could evaluate that using the relationships we come up with. So the relationships we come up with was 7n, 7n plus 2, and 7n plus 4. So let me just scan through these now. Let me just scan through these quickly. So I can set this equal to 942, and I can solve to see if I get a whole number value for n. If I don't get a whole number value for n, something wrong, and it's not feasible. Let's quickly solve. If I divide this row by 7, would I get a whole number?
Yeah. No, wait, no.
That easy. Is
Nah.
that easy?
Nah.
Nah? 942. Nah. Right? So nope. Let's move on to the other one.
Nah.
It's not working?
Nah.
Nah. What about 942 minus 4? Bam. Bam. Yeah, see, you get through?
Yeah.
134. So which row are in?
Huh?
Which row are in? No, 134. So 134. Remember, n stands for the number of rows.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, watch. I said n was the amount of rows. So like, yeah. So I don't think I need to solve it like this though. How did you all get through the question? This is how I get through with it, but
I do that.
So honestly, I only got the couple things on top. I never knew about the formula stuff. So
now, but it's like the same thing you've been doing though. It just look a bit different. So 7n is equal to 942 minus 4. 942 minus 4. 98. You divide both sides by 7. Here we go.
134.
Yeah, so when you're doing this, the row number will be what? What's the row number?
134.
Right, the row number is 134. And what's the explanation? Isn't that essentially our formula?
Yeah. Let's explain the formula.
I would just solve it though. I'll just solve it. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah.
Right? It's an easy question. It's like a really easy question. Easy maths. Neither this question really this paper really weird, boy. This paper really weird. Because we essentially just did a pattern and sequences question.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we have another one. Okay. Let me do this quickly. We even had to fill out anything?
Nah.
Real weird, boy. Alright, so let me answer this quickly. You notice that the common difference is what?
2 and subtract 1.
Right? 2. So I will say 2n.
Subtract 1.
And then I'll backtrack.
Subtract.
Bam. 2n minus 1. Right? Number of 6. It's going up by what? Every single time?
4.
4.
4n
So it's
subtract
going to
1.
be 4n. It's going to be 4n. If I backtrack, minus 4. 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Right? It's going to be 4n minus 1. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right? What is the common difference over here?
2. 2n plus 1.
If you backtrack, it will take away 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 2n plus 1. Easy, right?
Yeah.
That was easy marks there. And colinear just means it's on the same line. So you need to prove that vectors along the line, it can represent one as a scalar multiple of the other one. So I'm going to go through this hack one more time, chat. One more time. So like, all guys, explain to the people on the TikTok, right? And all they're doing is just looking for the common difference. So like over here, you're incrementing by what? What are you incrementing by? What value?
2.
By 2. So if you're incrementing by 2, it's going to be 2n. And then to find the last value, or the value you're going to put here, you're going to backtrack. So if I was adding 2 the whole time, then I'll minus 2. What is 1 minus 2? Minus 1, right? Minus 1. Same logic over here. You add in 4, you're incrementing in 4. So if you want to find the value here, you just minus 4 from 3, and you get minus 1. So 4 and minus 1. It's the exact same pattern, and it works every single time. Once it's a linear progression where you have the same common difference. So cool. Part 2, using your answers in B part 1, show that the difference between the number of equilateral triangles and the number of dots will always be equal to 2. Okay, so I see that they are mentioning number of equilateral triangles. So immediately I'm going to recall the formula for that. What was the formula for number of equilateral triangles? Equilateral. Yeah, it was 2n minus 1. And let's see difference. What does difference mean? Anytime you see difference, what do I mean?
Minus.
I mean minus. So I'm going to say 2n minus 1 minus and the number of dots. Do we have
2n plus 1.
Number of dots is 2n plus 1. Okay. That really easy though. That really easy. Watch. I ain't even capping, right? I ain't even capping. Where's 2n minus 2n? Where's 2n minus 2n, chat?
N.
Right, but
Zero,
here
zero.
the mistakes students will make. I know for a fact. Drop people on YouTube, people on TikTok. How much will they write this? I know all they do this, you know. I know all they do this, but there's something wrong there. If it's a difference, right? And it's 2n plus 1, what you have to put here?
Brackets.
You had to put brackets. Where your brackets? Right, where your brackets, guys? So the difference between the number of equilateral triangles and the number of dots is always equal to 2. So when you expand the brackets, right? That's gonna be minus 2n, and minus by 1 is minus 1. So you notice that the 2n and the minus 2n cancel off, and that leaves you with minus 2. That's proof. It will always be equal to 2. Yeah. I find that they should have stated it backwards though, but this is proof. So again, they're saying the difference between the number of equilateral triangles, which is 2n minus 1, and the number of dots. Do you guys understand that 2n minus 1 is equilateral triangles, and 2n plus 1 is number of dots?
Yeah.
Good. So I'm going to find the difference. Notice that the 2n and the minus 2n cancels off, and that leaves you with what?
Minus.
It will always have a difference of 2. So say for instance, let me explain, right? So I mean, I could literally see it, right? Watch 7 and 9. What's the difference?
2.
Right. 9 minus 2 is
7.
right. Watch. 7 minus 2 is
5.
5. So there'll always be a difference of
2.
Yeah. Right. That's the proof. The minus 2. Right. Let's move on to this question quickly. So we do this earlier. We do this last night. Immediately tell me, what is A, B, and C?
A is 5. Oh, no, A is 2 actually, because you have to change on this whole thing.
Yeah.
2.
So you want to say negative 2x squared. You want to say negative 2x squared plus 4x plus
5.
5.
right. And so A would be equal to what?
minus
2.
2.
B
Right?
is equal to 4. And
And
C
C.
is 5.
Good. If you want to complete the square, you need to remember that H is equal to B over 2A. And you need to remember that K is equal to C minus B squared all over 4A.
Yes, sir.
And so H is going to be B. Now B is 4. A is minus 2. So it's going to be 4 over minus 4. What is 4 over minus 4?
1.
Minus 1. You have a positive 4 divided by a negative 4. Negative 1.
Oh, yeah, minus 1. So
This is 2026 May, June. This was the exam that was done today. All right.
oh, you get it so fast already. As soon as I done it with this?
A partner submit. All right.
Serious.
A 4 by negative 2. What is 4 squared?
16.
16. What is 4 by negative 2?
Negative 8.
All right. So you're gonna get 16 over negative 8. That is negative 2. So K is equal to what?
7.
K is equal to 7. So if I write my final answer is going to be A. What is A?
Minus 2.
A is minus 2. And write X. What is H?
Minus 1.
Right? Minus 1 squared plus K plus 7.
7.
Right? Did everybody get through this? I think this was easy marks.
Yes, sir.
Liam, Jabari, people in Zoom, will they get through that or not?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We went through this last night in detail. Right? We have a table of values. We talk about this too. If you have a function and you want to find y values, we have to plug into the function.
X.
X values. So I'll plug 1 into the function here. So this will be
7.
denoted by f of 1. So f of 1 will be 5 plus 4 by 1 minus 2 by 1 squared. So 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. Over here, it's going to be f of 3. Put that into the function. 5 plus 4 by 3 minus 2 by
Minus
3
1.
squared. 4 by 3 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. 17 minus... I'll be minus 1. Because 17 minus 18 is minus 1. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Right, all together, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me all together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So we get that, sir.
Good. And the ordered pairs will be minus 2 minus 11. Be minus 1 minus 1. It'd be 0, comma 5. It'd be 1, comma 7. 2, comma 5. 3, comma negative 1. 4, comma negative 11.
Sir.
Did they already give us the graph? Like the scale?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. No, they didn't give us a scale.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, sir. One thing, right?
They
While I
did?
was looking this question, I
Oh,
put
yeah. A really easy boy. Yeah, Nikolai?
I almost forgot that.
yes, sir. While doing this question, when I put x minus 2, I put y is equals to 11 instead of minus 11. I want to check it back. It looked like the waves from physics.
Oh, it didn't look like a parabola.
Yeah, until I had to
Oh.
fix it back.
Oh yeah, I feel like I have a
Yeah,
headache.
man, I know come back there.
Hey boy. Feel like I have a headache, boy. As soon as I get up, right? As soon as I get up, I literally, as soon as I get up, oh yeah, I come on this chair and I start. As soon as I get up. Yeah, boy. Level action, boy. Level action. So on the x-axis, we're gonna say 2 centimeters to represent 1 unit. Now here we're gonna tell all you, right? What is the smallest value for x? Smallest value for x is what?
Smallest value for x, minus 2.
Minus 2. What's the biggest value for x?
4.
4. Right. What is the smallest value for y?
Minus 11.
Negative
And what's the biggest value for y?
7.
7.
Okay. Let me try to figure this out. So it looks as though the graph is going to be more heavy in the third and fourth quadrant. So let me try a thing here. 1 centimeter to represent 2 units. I don't know, could this work? Let me see. So on the x-axis, we're saying 2 centimeters is 1 unit. So -1 -2,
Yeah,
that
drop
could
that a
cover
little
that.
bit.
Say that again?
Think I drop the horizontal line a little bit.
Okay, let me see. Let me see, right? So
Yeah.
this will be -2, -4, -6, -8, -10. Because it's saying 1 centimeter to represent 2 units on the y-axis. You find where I drop it?
Nah, but mine was lower.
You gotta drop it. You
Yeah.
understand? They're saying 1 centimeter to represent 2 units on the y-axis. Do I cover the full range? So this is -2,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
-4, -5, negative. I saying, boy, 2. You know it's negative, right? Just 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Right, bam. Cool. So I'm gonna use this quickly. Right? Yeah. Right, so Nikolai, on the x-axis, we're saying 2 centimeters is 1 unit. So what would I say this is?
Oh, that is. Wait, what?
That'll be
Oh,
1,
like 1. Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Right?
Yes, sir.
This will be a -1. This will
Right.
be -2. Good. On the y-axis, we're saying 1 centimeter represents
1 unit.
nah, 1 centimeter represents
2 units, 2 units.
2 units. So this is gonna be 2. What is this gonna be?
4,
4. What is this gonna be?
6,
What is this gonna be?
8.
Right? Cool. Yeah, we have real space, Olive. We have real space. Are you seeing that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have ample space, but cool. So our first point is -2 -11. -2 -11. That would be that'll be right here. Will you understand?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
-11 is going to be in between what two values?
10 and 12.
Exactly, 10 and 12. As the first point there. Right? What's the other point?
-1, 1. -1, -1.
-1 -1. That'll be right here. I'll look at you with the plot in the graph.
Yeah.
Right? And then we have 0, 5, right? 0, 5. 0, 5 would be right here. Whoa. Yeah. Then we have 1, 7. 1, 7 is going to be here. Right? 2, 5. 2, 5 is going to be right here. 3 -1 is going to be right here. I'm not getting confused by that, right? I just saying like because like watch it is 1 centimeter is 2 centimeters, so half would be 1. I'm not confusing on it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We good.
Okay. Then 4 -11. 4 -11 is going to be over here. In between the -10 and the -12. What shape does this look like?
Well, I curve. No, not.
Oh yeah, I feel like I feel like that 14 hours that math smash up for brain, you know. I still recover from that, you know. Yeah. Right. And when you draw your graph, don't forget to call this axis y, call this axis x, and put the function for your graph. So somewhere I'll put f of x is equal to 5 plus 4x minus 2x squared. Did you all get through with this?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Let's surely get through this. Is easy
Yeah,
marks.
this one
Yeah.
is 3 marks, so 5 marks for this.
Yeah, 5 marks.
Yeah.
Right? Draw an appropriate line on your graph and use it to determine estimates of the solution. Oh, this is a nice question. This is a nice question. So like, remember, this is your function. This is f of x, also known as y. And we setting that equal to what? What are we setting that equal to?
The 3.
Right, so what you could do is you could go on your graph and you could draw a line for y is equal to 3. Y is equal to 3 is going to be a horizontal line or a vertical line?
Horizontal.
Horizontal line. So could everybody agree that y is equal to 3? It might look out something like this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Make up all this stuff while I get through this one. Right? I think I'll get through this one.
Yeah.
So
Now, is that kind of estimating, eh? Kind of estimating over here. So like, right, anybody want to help me figure out what this is? So like, wait, before I do that, right? We have 10 blocks. 10 blocks is equal to 1. So 1 block will be equal to 0. What?
0.1.
0.1.
0.1. So this half of our block is 0. What?
0.05.
Yeah, 0.05. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be minus 0.05.
0.05.
No.
Minus 0.1. Come on, guys.
0.9. I mean, yeah.
0.
Nah,
0.4.
0.45. Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? It probably kind of hard to see because of how thick this thing is. Maybe I should like make it a little less thicker or something. I feel like that causing there's some confusion how thick it is. Right, so here we're saying, right, Nikolai? On the x-axis, right, Nikolai? You have 10 blocks. 10 blocks you have, and that is equal to 1. So how much would one small block be equal to?
0.1.
Exactly 0.1. So 0 minus 0.1 minus 0.2 minus 0.3 minus 0.4 minus 0.45. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Somebody help me with this one. Like in like chat.
2.45.
Yeah, sure.
Nah, that looking like 2.3.
2.2, 2.3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now here, what I'll say this: everybody answer is going to be slightly different. So if you got a different answer in the question, don't be scared. Everybody's graph, they might draw a little more wonky. You know, it might be a bit different. Don't be scared. And you guys want to see a quick way to check if your answer is correct?
Yes, please, sir.
Yeah, no problem. So here what, right? Again, this is a function. When you plug the x value into a function, you should get the what values?
The y.
Right. What are they setting the y value to?
3.
3. So when I input these values into my function, I'm supposed to get approximately
3.
I'm supposed to get. Did you guys figure that out in the exam or nah?
Nah.
Nah? Okay.
So if I use the calculator and solve for quadratic and put on the answers.
Hey, you're not solving the quadratic here, you're not solve. To solve a quadratic, it'd be equal to 0. It's not equal to 0 here, it's equal to 3.
I put it equal to 0.
Oh, no. It's, oh, like, okay. Wait, let me check something. Yeah. Alright, so let me check this thing quickly. Minus 0.45. When I press equal, it should be approximately what? What value?
3.
3. Right? That will work. I'd say, like I said, I didn't draw the graph perfect. I didn't draw it perfect, right?
Yeah.
And over here now, if I plug 2.35 into it, when I press equal, it should be approximately what?
3.
3. Yeah. Again, I didn't draw the graph perfectly. I did not draw the graph perfectly, right? But like they said, what they say? What they say, guys?
Estimates.
Is our estimate exact? If you wanted to solve the exact value, you'd have to move across the tree, set that equal to 0, and solve that particular quadratic. That's what you would have to do. If you wanted the exact answers.
Yeah, quadratic again. No, it would.
It would, Nikolai. If you move across the tree, right? It would turn to 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 plus 4x minus 2x squared equal to 0. 5 minus 3 is 2. So it'd be 2 plus 4x minus 2x squared is equal to 0. I'm curious to see what the actual answer would be.
Yeah, don't mind. I mean, I done do the exam already.
But let me show you, right? Quickly. All the exact answers have been by. So in your calculator, you could go to menu setup and you could go to equations as function. We're dealing with a polynomial of degree 2, and you could say negative 2. Gosh. Negative 2 what? What I'm for x?
4.
4. What I'm for this?
2.
So the
Yeah,
exact
I can put a
answers. Right. So the exact answers are 2.41 and minus 0.41. Yeah. But I surely didn't know this though. I surely didn't know this. Yeah.
a mark.
You should get a little 1 mark or something. So a little 1 mark.
Good.
Yeah. I like that question, boy. That's a nice question. Hey. I'll start giving students questions like this. Yeah, I'll make them solve it graphically as well as algebraically. The diagram below shows the quadrilaterals H, P, and N. Okay, cool. P and N are the images of quadrilateral H. So which one is the object? Which one is the object here, guys?
H.
H is the object. H is the object. H is the object, right? Describe fully the single transformation that maps quadrilateral H onto quadrilateral N.
There's
So H onto N.
rotation 90 degrees
Yes.
anti-clockwise. A point
Yes.
about the point 0, 0.
Big up yourself.
Hey, is
Yeah,
that
well,
nice.
if you want to see it, right? If you want to see it, you could connect corresponding points back to the origin. Wouldn't this and this be corresponding points?
Yes, sir.
Can you guys see the rotation?
Yes, sir.
Now, the proper way to do this thing, which I'm not going to do now, what you would have to do is you'd have to connect corresponding points. So like I connect this point and I could connect this point. I'd find the perpendicular bisectors. And where would they intersect?
Origin.
At the origin. That's the proper way to do it, to find the center of rotation. But like I said, I'm not going to do that now. So this is 90 degrees rotation about the origin. So 0, 0. In what direction?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise, sir.
Right. Do you all get through with this?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good. Right. So a rotation of 90 degrees anti-clockwise about the origin. All right. Cool. Part 2 now. That was easy, right? Easy 3 marks, all easy 3 marks. I think that was like easy 3 marks. You had to get that marks. Right. That was a nice 3 marks there. Part 2. Quadrilateral H onto quadrilateral P. So H onto P. Earlier, notice that the size is the same, right? The only thing that changes is that it looks like you're gonna slide. So here what we're gonna do. We could tell it that translation. We need to figure out the column vector. We're gonna pick one of the points. So we could pick this point and pick this point. So we know this is the object and this is the image. So how could we go to the image? Well, I would have to go 2 to the
right.
If I go in 2 to the right, positive or negative?
Positive.
And then I go in
-5.
-5. So the column vector would look like
2 minus 5.
That was easy marks. That was easy marks. So you say, so you would say
Yes,
a
sir. Yes.
so you would say a translation via the column vector 2 minus 5. That's all. So you have to say that translation and you have to say the column vector that did the translating. We do a question like this. Like, what night it was in the morning, we do a question like this, buddy. So we want to figure out an enlargement with a scale factor about the center 0, -1. Nikolai, remember? Nah, I don't think it was here, Nikolai.
So what 10 hours?
That was like real late in the morning, real late. But let me show you how we got. Let me show you how we could tackle this question, right? Here what? You see that 0, -1? I'm gonna mark that on one time. So where would 0, -1 be, boy? 0,
Right here.
-1. That'll be over here, right?
So
Good. So this is my center of rotation. What's it? This is my center of enlargement, correct? Center of enlargement. And we want to enlarge it by a scale factor of what?
2.
So we want to make it how much times bigger?
2 times.
2 times bigger. 2 times bigger. So let me show you what you're going to do. And we want to enlarge, it was h? Yeah, it was h. So I'm going to draw some ray lines over here.
I said I could talk, sir. I could talk there.
Very good talk. So we're gonna do, right? And here what? I know I'm enlarging it by 2 times earlier, 2 times. So you see how this is 2 diagonal lengths over here?
Yes, sir.
Where's 2 times that, boy? How much diagonal lengths that will be?
4.
That'll be 4. So I'm looking for like 4 guys. Let's see it.
Yes, sir.
Right. How much this was?
2.
2. So you get into
4.
Nikolai, you sound happy though. You sound like you get through this.
Yes, sir. I get through. Like some of these questions I don't get through, sir. But like
Right.
2 of them, like the difficult ones that we've crossed so far, I have not gotten them. And
wait
the
there.
last part,
Wait there, Nikolai. Let me add more ray lines quickly. Let me add more ray lines, right? Give me a second.
I was not going to ask if I did put mine higher up, would that be correct?
Wait, let me draw all my ray lines. I'm gonna draw all my ray lines. Gonna draw all my ray. I didn't draw all the first time. Right? Cool. There was a slight mistake here. Let's erase this. I had a lot more mistakes now. I'm tired. I'm real tired. Like as soon as I get up, I just jump on this. Actually, I don't think that was a mistake. That was not a mistake. That wasn't a mistake. Because it's 2, it's going to go to 4. You're gonna go to 4.
Yeah, but then there's another one with 2.
Wait, let me count this. 1, 2. Oh, that is a mistake, Ollie. That is a mistake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you go higher up, would it be
You
correct?
have to go higher up. You want how much? This had it turn to what? What had it turn to?
4.
Had it turn to 4, right? So let me look for 4.
Look
So
at by
like
7, 4. By 7, 4, sir.
7, 4, you see?
Yeah.
Over
No,
here,
like, I mean like 7 on the Y, 4 on the X.
7 on the Y.
4 on the X, yeah, right there.
Okay. So like 1, 2. I'll look at shoulder.
Yes, sir.
In the exam.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I read for all then. Right? And then you're going to connect this to this. Wait, you want 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Then you're going to connect
2.
right? So it's gonna be here. And
Yes.
then bam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
get that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wait, sir. Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
Wait, yeah, because I'm looking at it and
Are you sure about that?
yeah,
Now,
it had
now,
be like the 2
now,
5s. That
yeah,
was
that's what I'm saying, right? We remember it must line up with the real lines. It must line up with the real lines. So let me run that back one more time. So Nikolai, we're enlarging it by how much times?
By 2, sir.
2 times, 2 times. If this is 2, it had it into what?
4.
4, had it into 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this part is 4. This part you had it into what?
4 as well.
You had it into 4 as well. So stop when I reach 4,
Stop there, sir. No,
right?
no, no, pass.
Right?
Mm.
And then this part over here needs to be how much diagonals?
2.
Right? So 1, 2, you see in there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And from here I could just I could connect here to here. Let me know if you're okay with that. I'll get through with that.
Sir.
Let
Yes,
me know if
sir.
I'll get through with this question.
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
get through with it?
Yeah.
You have to draw the real lines. You have to draw the real lines. You have to draw the real lines. And what do you want me to call that boy? They did give us a name.
Yes, sir.
Label this image M. I call it M. So any enlargement questions, if they give you the center of enlargement, you need to draw your real lines and connect accordingly. All right. So that's that. A reflection in the line y is equal to minus x. Okay, y is equal to minus x. You remember what that looks like? Yeah or no?
There is
Yeah.
on the opposite side, on the negative side.
Well, this is what it will look like. Wait, huh?
Yeah, well, like that. It's like y is equal to x, but it's on the negative side.
Right, because the gradient changes from positive x to negative x.
Yes, sir.
So this is y is equal to negative x here. And I want to reflect h about this. So remember something, guys. Remember something. If it's a reflection, then the distance from the mirror line and the object is going to be the same for the image. So like, you see this over here?
Yes, sir.
I expecting it to be something like somewhat over here or something.
No, a
Like
little smaller than that. Like on 2, 1.
2, 1, you say?
Yes, sir.
You mean negative?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Think you mean to say that instead.
Because when doing this question, it took me some time just to figure out them points there. Because it was kind
Right.
of confusing with the half block.
Oh, let's see that?
Yes,
As the
sir.
first one. All right, what next?
There we go with 3, 0. Negative 3, 0.
Negative 3, 0. Right? Negative 3, 0. Are letting Nikolai correct?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Wait,
Yeah,
let me
yes, sir. Negative. Oh, no. I mean on the y
wait,
side. Negative 3 on
no,
the
no.
y.
I checking something, right? Could I reflect this anyway? Nah, I don't think I could. I don't think I could reflect this.
No,
But
I meant the negative 3, 0. I mean the 3 on the y. My bad.
oh, so if you're saying that, you gotta say 0, negative 3.
Yeah. No, so the negative 3 first, that's so sorry about that.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant over here. But that would be wrong. That wasn't looking right. That wasn't looking right. Yeah, what next? So like,
Well, x minus 1, minus 4.
you say -1, -4. Yeah.
Yeah.
What next?
We just go 2 blocks going up that way, so it could be -3, -2.
-3, -2, you say. -3, -2 will be over here. Yeah. Going good.
We connect
Then
that
what?
point there.
Yeah, did you guys get this in the exam?
Yes, sir.
Let me know if I get this. Yes or no?
Yeah.
This question was food, sir. Like out of all the other questions, I enjoy this one, sir.
Yeah, this one was nice. This was easy max. So let me explain this one more time, right? If you have a hard time with this, here's a trick, I suppose. So like you could measure the distance. Okay, I'll want to show you like a real bad trick.
Yeah, no problem,
Yes,
sir.
please, sir.
Watch this, right? Watch this. Look at that.
No.
Sir.
Look at that. Look at that. I sure you know that one. No. And then it's real easy to connect it there. It's real easy. Hence,
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah. I wanna do that. And then because like I wasn't stressing my brain to figure that out.
Yeah, and plus I
Awesome.
have little lines when you already have the other ones there.
Yeah, yeah. And what they want me to call that? They want me to call that label it L. Label this L.
So
Alright, label this L. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, so how much marks we just racking there, boy? 5, 6, 7, 9. 9 marks.
9 in the bag.
9 in the bag, boy. 9. Oh yeah,
Easy.
at least they bring bearings this time, but we're prepare for bearings, all hey. We do so much work on bearings, it's ridiculous. So let me
Yes,
tackle.
sir.
Right? The diagram below shows 3 pillars, L, M, and N, that are located on level ground. MN is 12 kilometers and LN is 15 kilometers. Okay. Immediately, I think we might have to use cosine rule, at some point.
Are you sign?
Maybe you might have to find maybe you might have to find for this. And maybe you might have to use sine rule in the next part. We'll see. You see this piece of information here? It's very, very important. They're saying L is due west of N. If you forgot your cardinal points, let me just remind you real quick. So north, west, east, and what? South.
East.
Good. So they're saying L. So like, okay, I'm gonna put down in the cardinal points by L, yeah? So earlier, I cannot stress how important this is, I cannot stress how important this is. Right? So I'm gonna put east, west over here, give me a second, right? And well, I'm gonna put it over here as well. So they could see exactly what's up. They could see exactly what's up. If you didn't figure out this in the exam or read that part, you'd be kind of cooked. You would not know what to do. So let me ask you another question, right? What are they saying here? What are they saying there? Somebody read that for me.
L is best one.
Of where?
N.
Of where? Of where? Of where?
N.
Of N. If you go in the western direction, where you going up?
L.
L.
Yeah. Probably wondering, sir, why is that important? Well, what is the angle between north and west?
90 degrees.
90 degrees.
I show you how to use that somewhere in the question. I show. Somewhere in this question, because I'm gonna ask you a question, right? If you successfully find this and co-interior angles add up to 180,
Yes, sir.
and like, you could figure this out, and then you would take that away from 90 to figure out the interior angle. And they think about them things?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, pick up on yourself then. Pick up on yourself. Please, yeah. This was a very, very important piece of information. L is US of N. When I calculate angle M and L, and additionally, they're telling us the bearing of M from where? From where? From where? From where?
N.
From N. From N. So I'm going to take my point and I'm going to place it by
N.
N. And that would take me from N to where?
M.
Right, so I'm going to connect M to N using this green line here quickly. And my bearing is going to be from the north line in our direction?
Clockwise direction.
Clockwise direction. Are you understand that or no?
Yeah, yes, sir.
And we're going to label that what? What would that be? That's 291 degrees earlier. And they say that?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
They say that, right? They say that. Now, we could find our answer very easily. We want to find for angle M and L, right? Does everybody understand that M and L is over here?
Anyone, yes, sir.
So, lock in, guys. Lock in. Hear what I'm saying, right? Hear what I'm saying.
270.
What is this? What is this?
180.
180. What's this?
270.
90.
So what the whole thing is? This whole thing here. 270.
270.
So if you know this over here is 270 and the full thing is 291, what you gotta do?
Subtract it.
Subtract.
Right, subtract. And what would you get?
$21.
Right, 21 degrees. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Did you
sir.
guys, did you guys figure that out? Did you all figure that out?
Yeah, yes, sir. But also, sir, I get frightened there for a moment, sir.
Oh,
Because
because at the 90.
no, because how are you say from the 2 centigrades minus say 291? I did 360 minus the 291 and then the 90 degrees subtract from that, and I also got 21, sir.
Hey, it have a bunch of different ways you can work the same thing, so it's fine.
Yes,
If you
sir.
want,
Go on.
a lot of people, a lot of people say 360 minus 291 are seen here. That's wrong, Olia. That's wrong. If you do that, you're really finding for this angle, right? Olia, understand that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here what you'd have to do, right? If you do that, what would you get? If you say 360 minus 291, what would you get?
69.
69. And this whole thing is 90, so we could say
90 minus
90, subtract 69.
and you get the same answer.
I do
Poof.
that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Same
sir.
answer.
Actually, sir, I'll come back for a moment, sir.
No problem. Earlier. So I'm sure in the next question, they're asking you to find the length of LM. I'm sure. Is that the next
Yeah.
question? Very, very. When I bear this question coming, you just had to smile and wave, you know. You just had to smile and wave. I'm guaranteed marks. Guaranteed marks. Right. You'll... all right. So let me answer the question quickly. If this is angle M, what would this be? Right? If this is angle L, what this could be? Common N. If this is angle N, this would be common N. So what would the cosine rule look like for this question if I want to find LM?
So you can use sine rule too?
If you could use sine rule, yeah, you could use sine rule if you want, and the reason
Right.
why is because you have a
Yeah.
pair of
And
information
L and...
on.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah. I use but it's easier.
Well, I will do both and you'll see you get the same answer. Should.
Yeah.
If we're using the cosine rule, it's going to be n squared is equal to m squared plus l squared minus 2ml cosine capital N. And so n squared is going to be m is 15, so 15 squared plus 12 squared minus 2 by 15 by 12 cosine angle n is 21 degrees here.
21.
Right, so here what? I have a Casio, so I can plug this whole thing into my calculator. Sorry, sharp people.
I think it's 5.74.
Let me see, 15 squared plus 12 squared minus 2 by 15 by 12 cosine 21. Madness. Yeah?
Yeah.
And they want the answer to 3SF. So to 3SF, what would this be?
5.74.
5.74. So n is but this is not the only way you could have answered the question. It's not the only way you could have answered, like you noticed. This question also has a pair of information. It also has a pair. And so that pair is angle M
And 21 and common N.
so angle M and common M. But here what,
Yeah.
right? This question has so much different ways you could do it. Although if you notice it's 21 and 1, then you could also use L and L.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Nice question, boy. Nice question. So if you use any sine rule, since you have a pair of information, immediately I'd select n over sine n. And we are trying to find, so here what you're trying to find for n, you have to select that obviously. You have to find for it. And the pair of information is the m. So I'll say common m all over sine m. So let's substitute now. We don't know what n is, I'll leave that blank. Sine n, angle n is 21 degrees. M was m. M is 15. Sine 110. Sine 110. And cross multiply, you're gonna get n sine 110 degrees is equal to 15 sine 21 degrees. So you're gonna divide by sine 110 degrees on both sides because you want to find for n. And it's gonna cancel off. Plug into your calculator and you should hopefully get something like 5.7. Should, because math's bad like that.
5.74, sir.
When you run it off, you're gonna get 5.72.
Yo.
Yeah, but CXC will not give it wrong, huh? Let me explain. This might be a higher level concept, but when they are parameterizing these questions, they don't use exact values.
Yeah.
It's hard to get exact values. And so when you're using different methods, you'll get slightly different answers because when they're parameterizing it, they don't use exact values. So you could say that was 5.72, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so either one is fine. If you get 5.72 or 5.74, CXC will give you correct. You have to.
Yeah.
Because the method is valid. The reason why you're not getting the same answer is because parameterization. You have to estimate. If you confuse parameters, when I say parameters, I mean like the lengths and the angles they give you now.
Yeah.
Right? Oh. Right. Badness. Right. 10 vectors. All right, let me handle this quickly. So they're saying O to P is U, O to Q is 2V. The point TP, I say the point T is positioned on the line PQ, you're seeing that, such that PT to TQ is 3 to 2. You gotta be very careful with how you read that. You gotta be real careful. So here what, I want you to put aside that for now, right? Just forget about it for now. How much parts does it look like we cut this into?
3.
3 parts. 3 parts. Right? 3 parts. And so out of the 3 parts, how much is TQ?
2.
2? You sure about that?
TQ would be 2/5.
Nah. Wait, huh?
Yes, 2/5. And the other P to T is 3/5.
It is like tie up sometimes, eh? So it's telling you P to T and T to Q is 3 to 2. Wait, so let me analyze it. I don't want to just take that at face value. Yes, I hear what you're saying. You know, like ratios you add up and you find total. But let me check something real quick. So P to T, T to Q. Okay, yeah. So in this question, you might think it's 3, but is it 3 parts?
No.
No, it's really how much parts?
5.
5. Real sneaky, CXC, real sneaky. So that's that visual trick. Would it have worked?
Which one?
Oh. No, like watch. Like you know how I was usually tell her, you know, like your cousins like 3 parts something?
Yeah.
That wouldn't work over here. That wouldn't work over here because they didn't draw it to scale.
Oh.
Yeah. So PT to TQ is 3 to 2. So if that's the case, then P to T would have been 3/5, and T to Q would have been what?
2/5.
Hey boy, CXC real sneaky this here, boy. And it's not the only vector question that come, you know. It's not the only vector question that come. If I recall, it had this vector question as well. This tricky one that 90% of students would not figure out. Yeah, it's weird. I see what this says are weird people. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So here what? We want to find from P to Q. P to Q. How could I go from P to Q?
Minus U plus 2V.
Right. That easy. That easy. That really easy. Right? You're going in the opposite direction. So instead of going positive U, it's going to be negative U. And this is going to be 2V. So your answer literally just minus U plus 2V. All right, cool. O to T now. O to T. We want to go from O to T. Which route do you want to take? There's multiple routes. There's two different routes you could take.
2V.
So that again?
O
We
to
go from
Q.
O to Q, Q to T.
I wouldn't advise that, but that would work. You see, okay, here what I'm saying, right? Here what I'm saying, guys. P to T, we know that P to T, come on a second, right? We know that P to T is actually 3/5 or what? P to T is 3/5 or what? Was he whole vector or was he whole vector? P to Q. And this vector T to Q is really what?
2/5.
Is really 2/5 or what?
PQ.
Is really 2/5 or PQ. So let me ask you a question, right? If you tell me this route is fine, but notice something. Do you see what I'm talking about? All
Yeah.
I'm doing is sign. Sign will have to
Change.
A lot of students might have some trouble with that.
Yes, I understand.
The easiest route we could potentially take to avoid confusion with like most students, we could potentially go O to P and where?
P to T.
And that would be in line with P to Q, right? So would I have to change any signs?
No.
No, I wouldn't. So let me tackle this appropriately. So we know that we want to go from O to T. To go from O to T, we are saying go from O to P and then P to T. So O to P is going to be what? We're going in the same direction as O to P. So that will be
U.
That'll be U. And this is going to be 3/5 of PQ. What was PQ, guys?
3/5 PQ.
But what was PQ? They want the answer in terms of U and V. So what was P to Q? P to Q was what?
I'm not sure.
It's right in front of your eyes. I promise you, right there. Right there. What was P to Q? We find it previously.
Negative U plus 2V.
Right. Negative U plus 2V. Remember in the first part they asked us for P to Q.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to be U plus 3/5 of minus U plus 2V. Now, you with more now?
Yeah.
You had got this question correct or wrong?
Right,
Yeah, I
the
just
first
want
part correct.
Oh, the second part not. Nah.
Nah.
Nah? Okay. So you have to expand the brackets.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna distribute the 3/5. That's gonna be figure what are positive, right? Because positive
Minus
3/5 minus negative
3/5.
U is what? Yeah. It's minus 3/5 U. And then positive 3/5 by 2 of 2V is plus 6/5 what?
E.
6/5 V, right? Are you all seeing any like terms?
U.
Yeah, U.
Seen a like term here, and I seen a like term here. So you're not seeing it, but the coefficient is 1. Where's 1 minus 3/5?
2/5.
Right, that's 2/5. Because 5 minus 5 minus 3/5 is 2/5. How much of you guys got this? How much of you guys got this?
I get it.
Big up yourself, big up yourself. How much of you guys on the TikTok and the YouTube got this? I hardly see anybody get this way. It's concerning. It's concerning. Alright. Everybody okay with this, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, so again, how would you go from O to T? I could go from O to P. That'll be U, going in the same direction. And then I will go from P to T. Now, P to T is what fraction of the whole thing?
3/5.
3/5 of PQ. And in the first part, what did we find for?
PQ.
Right. So I substitute minus U plus 2V into that. Good. That's it. Oh, that was all? That's crazy. That's
That
crazy.
matrices of vectors, yeah.
This real weird, boy. They're real changing up things. Wow. I guess it makes sense because in 2027 they're gonna change everything. You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna have modules. So they kinda, you know what I mean? All right,
Last
so
week
right
of
now,
the syllabus.
all right, so an enlargement with center 0, 0 on this is easy, guys. For here what, right? Let me explain something. I remember the identity matrix. What's the identity matrix, guys? Chat, what's the identity matrix? Oh yeah, I'll wait. Identity matrix. What's the identity matrix, earlier? Okay, the identity matrix is 1, 0, 0, 1. And anything multiplied by the identity matrix will give me what? And then earlier. Okay, but long story short, anything you multiply by the identity matrix, you're gonna get back the exact same matrix. So, and it's gonna leave the elements unchanged. So if you wanted to enlarge it with a center of 0, 0 and a scale factor of 8, it would literally just be 8 times the identity matrix. And that would literally just be 8, 0, 0, 8. Because here what I was saying, right? The identity matrix multiplies each element by 1. By 1. So if you scale the identity matrix, it would multiply each element by that scalar multiple. So 8008, that was it. A reflection on the x-axis. How much of you guys remember this, boy? Or you remember this or not? I remember that matrix or not?
Nah.
Nah? Let me show you how to go to the hack then. Hey, I should have shown you this hack before, you know, what night it was. Watch this. So for any matrix, the first column tells you the transformation happens to x. And the second column tells you the transformation happens to y. You'll see what I mean shortly. Now, the default positions for the unit vectors are 1, 1, 1, 0 for I. Are you know about I and J or not? Are you know about that or no? I and J. Anybody who add maths here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I and J are the identity. I mean, they are the unit vectors, and
Yeah.
they just move one on the x or one on the y. So here
Yeah.
I see, right? These will be the original positions of the unit vectors. Now, we want to figure out a reflection in the x-axis. So, if it's a reflection in the x-axis, wouldn't this be what we're reflecting it's about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So stay with me. Guys, since 1, 0 is already on the x-axis, will it be reflected?
Yeah.
No, it's already on the. Let me explain something.
Mm.
If I had something over here and I reflect it, wouldn't it be over here?
Oh yeah.
If I have something over here and
Yeah.
the closer it gets, you see what happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's already on the x-axis, will it be reflected?
Mm-mm.
No. So will this change? Will the 1, 0 change?
No.
No. So I'm just gonna write 1, 0. Right? Let's look at the next column. So we have. Could you tell me these coordinates?
0, 1.
Right. After I reflect that along the x-axis, where am I gonna end up at?
0, -1.
This sleep deprivation getting small. Let's see that right positive one.
Hmm.
Boy. Yeah, so
0.
that'll be 0, -1, right?
Hmm.
So tell me, like I said, I'm sure they didn't know this before, but any 2 by 2 matrix, the first column tells you the transformation on happens to the x value. Nothing happened to the x value, so I just write back 1, 0. What happened to the y value?
Change.
To what?
Sign.
It changed to what? Changed to
0,
what?
-1.
You want to see how bad this is?
Hmm.
Stay with me, right? Remember this, right? 1, 0, 0, -1. Yes, stay with me, right? Let me go to my formula booklet. So we're talking about reflection in the x-axis, yeah?
Yeah.
What did we just do, boy? We just come up with it on the spot. You see, not badness.
Yeah,
We come up with that on the spot. Watch. Isn't that the reflection in the x-axis?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how you can come up with it on the spot. So the answer is literally just
Oh, okay.
it's just 1, 0, 0, -1. In case you forget. Part C. An enlargement with 0, 0 and a scale factor of 8, followed by a reflection in the x-axis. So they want us this is combined transformations, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So we could call the combined transformation T. And this would be T. It'd be here what, eh? If you want, you could probably say you could assign random variables. So you could probably say let A be equal to 8008. And you could say if you want, let B be equal to what? If you wanted, you could say B is equal to what?
1, 0, 0 minus 1.
Yeah. So which one happened first?
B.
Right? So I'd say, you sure it's B? Read back the statement. It said an enlargement with center 0, 0 and scale factor of 8. That is what happened first. So I would say A followed by
B.
Yeah, A followed by B. And so when I'm finding the combined transformation, I will say what by what?
B by A?
Exactly, B by A. If you want to know why,
Yeah. No.
remember the transformation matrix by the object gives you the image.
Image, yeah.
If the transformation matrix is BA, then BA by the object will give you the image. Enter how to put the A here, so you go multiply by the object first, and that's what happened first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Mhm.
All right, quickly, let me do this fast. The last question.
It have some more parts, like 2 more.
Okay, I'll finish that, no problem. Yeah, so B is 1, 0, 0, -1. And A is 8, 0, 0, 8. Quickly, row by column.
1 by 8 plus 0 by 0. Below it, 0 by 8 plus minus 1 by 0. Next side, 1 by 0 plus 0 by 8. 0 by 0 plus minus 1 by 8.
Right. So that's going to be
8
8, 0,
minus
0.
1. Oh, 0, yeah. Minus 8.
Right. You understand that?
Yeah.
You know something?
What's that?
I don't know if you realize. Okay, you know what the identity matrices do, right? You know what the identity matrices do?
No.
Okay. Any matrix by the identity matrix will give you the exact same matrix. I want you to realize something, right? I want you to realize something. Didn't we just multiply everything here by 8, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because just a scalar, because just an enlargement, a scale factor 8 are about 0, 0.
Yeah.
And this is just 8 times the identity matrix. So like you could have just say 1, 0, 0 minus 1 by 8. And you're 8, 0, 0 minus 8. But it's a full working though. This is full working.
Yeah.
And 4 marks for this is wild. 4 marks is wild for this. It's easy.
Hmm.
I guess you didn't get through this because you didn't figure this out.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Damn. Hey boy. Alright, let me do this question quickly. We have to find the matrix product RQ. So R is 6, 1, 4, 2. And Q is K1C minus 6. They want it in terms of K and C. So we're going to start off by saying 6 by K plus what?
1 by C.
1 by C. Then 4 by
4 by
K
K plus 2 by C.
I'm showing you that question. It's talking about some in
Find for K
singular
and C.
or find for K and C. Okay, okay. All right. What next?
6 by 1 plus 1 by minus 6.
I guess when
And
you get through with this one.
yeah. 4 by 1 and 2 by minus 6.
So that'll be 6K
Plus
plus
C. 4K plus 2C. 0 and
should be
it's
minus 8, I
2K.
think.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 by 1 is 4. 4.
Oh yeah.
And 2 by minus is minus 12.
Yeah.
4 minus 12 is minus 6. Okay, good. Right?
I get that one, yeah.
Good. The matrix RQ represents the transformation of an enlargement with center 0, 0 and a scale factor of 8, followed by reflection in the x-axis, determine values of K and C. Oh, this is a nice question. This is a nice question. Let me explain something, right? They are literally telling you what the matrix RQ represents. It represents our what? What does it represent?
A transformation of enlargement with center 0, 0 and scale factor 8. Followed by reflection in the x-axis.
Didn't we just find that?
Yeah. The same answer.
Yeah. Yep. And so, the badnesses go. This would technically be equal to what we have over here.
Compare it.
Yeah, compare it. Because if you realize, you have the 0, -8 here and the 0, -8 here. So you're gonna compare anytime, and realistically, anytime you have the same order matrix, you could equate like elements. I mean the corresponding elements. So here we're gonna say 8 is equal to 6K plus C. But if you want, you could just say 6K plus C is equal to 8.
Yeah.
We've got to solve simultaneously because there's two unknowns.
Yeah.
Then I'm seeing 4K plus 2C is equal to what?
0.
Okay, so do you want to do substitution or elimination?
Elimination.
Okay, so what do you want to get rid of? K or C?
C multiplied by the first equation by 2 and minus it.
Correct. And so that is going to turn to 12K.
12K plus 2C. 16.
Right? CSC, you could do all of this, You could do all of this. Hey, this is a real trade-off, I mean, this part over here is a real trade-off. If you had noticed hack, you would have right in the exam. Because I just never tell my students to memorize it. I'll show them the hack. And this is good for any single transformation, any single one. Any single one. So 12K plus 2C is equal to 16. And then we have 4K plus 2C is equal to 0. Subtract it.
8K. 16. K is 2.
That'll be 8K plus 0. 16 minus 0 is minus 16. Oh, same boy. I'm making a mistake. Sorry about that. 16.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I see it one time. And so, answer for K is what?
2.
Yeah.
Divide by 8.
Divide by 8 on both sides.
No, 8K. Yeah.
You thought you'd catch me in 8K lacking? No.
Yeah.
Nah. K is equal to
2.
Right, K is equal to 2. So we have K. So now you could
Substitute for
plug
C.
that. Exactly. You could plug that into any equation you want to solve for C. Which equation you want to plug that into?
The second one, no matter.
It really don't matter, right? We know it don't matter. Plug in 1 or 2 and solve for C. So we'd say if you just say 6K plus C is equal to 8, and we know that K is 2. Right? So you'll say 12 plus C is equal to 8.
Minus 4.
Yeah? And you move across to 12. And so C is going to be 8 minus 12. And so C is going to be what?
-4.
Tough question, but I like it. A nice question. So C is going to be -4. K is going to be equal to 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's my review of the paper? What's my review? This paper was hard. And for the average Caribbean students, you know how you can learn your work and just apply the knowledge like typically,
Like a normal past paper.
like a normal past paper. This question, it was
So I
testing.
feel they mix up the past papers and bring the new syllabus by mistake.
I don't know, but I feel like this paper, you really had to think outside the box. It wasn't inside the box thinking. You really had to know your stuff, and you had to be able to think outside the box.
Yeah.
It wasn't like stereotypical, right? So
Yeah.
let's just look at the hard quote unquote hard questions one more time. What were the quote unquote hard questions? Quick review. This was hard or that was easy?
Normal.
That was
I get
easy,
the
right?
second batch one because then substitute what I get in the first section.
Because they say hence, right? They said hence.
Yeah.
That was easy. This was
Yeah.
easy. I feel like you guys could get this one. This was easy as well. This was
Yeah.
easy. This was easy as well.
Yeah.
This wasn't hard.
No, it's good.
This was easy.
Yeah.
This, I wouldn't say this was hard. I wouldn't say it was hard. This was, if you had done previous past papers, you don't know the tactics that you had to take today. You had to make an equation and, you know,
I might get 1 mark because I didn't multiply the 50 by 2 to get 100. I just square the brackets and I get the 2x plus 2x squared plus 13x plus 15. I forget to multiply by 2. So
I wouldn't, you see, let me explain something, right? You see this question? It isn't, I wouldn't say it's outside the box thinking, it's algorithmic thinking, right?
yeah.
This question too, I wouldn't say is hard. I would not say this question is hard.
That was easy.
I wouldn't say this question was hard either. Only could I get this question correct? Right?
I just wrote with the protractor, no.
Say that again?
I just wrote with the protractor, but I'm wrong.
You're supposed to draw it with your
Yeah, compass.
your compass. Yeah. Man, cheating the system, but
That's what I would.
this is easy. I would say this is easy.
Yeah.
I would say this is easy.
Yeah.
I would say this is hard.
Yeah.
Right? Like no, very, very few students will have figured this out. But 2 marks is criminal. 2 marks is criminal. Yeah, you had to make the connection that's, collinear means on the same line.
Same line.
You needed to make the connection that you could make 2 vectors, so like z to a and z to b, and you needed to make the connection that you need to prove that they are scalar multiples of each other, scalar multiples, and they have a common point. All right, tough question. Tough question. I don't think much people would have got through with this question. Yoko was fun, right? I don't think a lot of people would have got through with this question. I think a lot of people would have had a hard time figuring out what f or x is. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to me. The last question. Last question.
So how much marks you say you need for one in this paper? So you can get fully multiple choice and a full space score.
Wait, yeah?
Yeah.
I see you saying them substitute the point to show that it's on the line. Okay. So this question over here, the last one. Let's show what you mean by that. The last one. Oh, to prove colinearity. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yes. I understand what you mean. If it's on the same line, then it will satisfy the equation on the line. Yes. Yeah, if it's on the same line, it'll satisfy the equation on the line. That's it. Yeah, boy. I didn't think about that. But this is also correct, but it's harder. Yeah. It's harder to figure this out because with this you have to figure out that z to a and z to b scalar multiples of each other on yeah, this is another way to do it, but like Owen said, that's a much more efficient way to do it. If points are on the same line, what will they do to the equation on the line? I keep drilling down on my head yesterday. If it's on the same line, what you gonna do? All the way you gonna do? If it's on the same line, what you gonna do?
Mm.
What you gonna do if you have a point on a graph? What will that point do to the graph? Wait, let me go to lines, functions, and wait, I tell you this plenty times, boy. I tell you, if you have a point on a graph, what will it do to the graph? It starts with S. S.
Shape it.
Nah, satisfy it. Because
Oh.
all points you get, okay, you generate points from a function, and so all those points must follow that same relationship. And so if a point is on a line, it will satisfy the equation. So big up
Yeah.
Cohen for that one. Yeah, I just put it over here though. Just put it over here. Just verify that all points all points satisfy the equation of the line. Yeah. Hear what? I gotta leave all the mistakes because we did correct all the mistakes in the video, but I think it's important for students to see possible mistakes that could have happened. Because a lot of times students just see the answer, but when they go in the exam, they don't think about the answer. They just think about everything that could be wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this was a tough question. I'll say quote unquote tough. This was a tough one, right? How much are you guys would have figured out that number of matches is F and X is number of goals? How much are they would have figured that out? Be honest. Right? Now, it's tough, right? It's tough. Remember, F is the frequency. It tells you the amount of the variable that occurs. So if you see number of matches, you think frequency. Because it's like every single match you would score points. You'd score a goal. So number of matches is frequency and number of goals is X. So yeah,
Dominic
tough.
wants to know if you could let him in the meeting.
Yeah, sure.
You know
We
the
wrap
terms.
it up. We're wrapping up. We just going through the paper.
Yeah.
Going through the paper. So yeah. A lot of students would have a tough time with this question. With this question, I wouldn't say it was that hard. It wasn't that hard. IQR wasn't hard. This question might have give some students problems. I wouldn't say it's the hardest thing. This question not that hard. This one not hard. This one isn't hard either. Right? I showed you guys the most intuitive approach. There's also the route you could take with ratios. I didn't like this question. I blame it on the sleep deprivation, but it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. They're telling you that they're selling cookies in packs at 12. Number one, if you don't have a set at 12, you can't sell the cookies. That's one of the logical implications you can make there. So cookies are made and sold in packs at 12. So you can't sell a pack if it don't have what's in it. If it don't have 12 in it, can you sell it?
No.
No, you can't sell it. And they tell you that a bag contained 12.65 kg of flour, which is 12,650 grams. We had to convert it because in the question, they gave us flour in grams. So quickly, we could have figured out how much one cookie would have take because 20 cookies took 175 grams. One cookie took 8.75 grams. We know we have to group it in packs of 12, so you find how much 12 cookies would take. 12 cookies would be 105 grams. So in other words, guys, in one pack, how much are you using for one pack?
12.
Yeah, but how much flour are you using for one pack?
8.75.
No, for one pack.
Cookie.
One pack.
105?
105, right? So 105 represented the amount of cookies in one pack. And so here my logic, right? If 105 is for one pack and 12650 is the amount of flour we have, we could easily figure out how much packs we could make. So that'll be 120. We could make 120 packs of cookies. Now, if you want to find the remainder, you need to understand that, okay, you're using 105 grams, right, to make 12 packs. Yeah? We're not 12 packs. You're using 105 to make a pack. And in a pack, you
Yeah.
have how much? In a pack, you have how much?
12.
How much you have in a pack? 12. Okay. So this 105 is to be used to make one pack. And how much packs can you make?
120.
120. So to figure out how much flour you used, it's going to be 120 by 105. So you used how much flour?
12600.
Good. And if you want to find how much you didn't use, it's going to be 12650 minus 12,600, which would be 50 grams. So this question will give people some trouble. Definitely made me go out of the loop. Right? This question was an easy question. I'd say it's an easy one. The first part, guys, just 7 timetables. Easy. And if you were eagle-eye viewer, you'd realize that you could also represent general relationships for this. So the first column would be 7n. Second column would be 7n plus 2. Third column would be 7n plus 4. Right?
Yeah.
We didn't have to do all of that for the first question. You don't have to do all of that for that first question. Right? The answer was just 63, because they asked it for the number in column 1 of row 9, which is just 9 by 7, 63. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right? I wouldn't say this was hard either. What might I give students trouble is finding this. I know a lot of students would have a hard time finding this. So
Really? Oh, kind of easy.
I think some students would have a hard time finding it, to be honest. So I'm being honest.
Okay.
But like, let me. Okay, I wouldn't say that hard, right? If you try to look at it
-2
in the simplest way, right? How would I get this value?
It's
-2.
And that would just be 651. And well, to get this, you could divide by what?
7.
7.
Yeah, and you get answer one time. 93, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, this one, you would add
plus 2.
You get 655. Or if you want, you could take the algebraic route, the scenic route, and use the relationships we came up with. But you don't have to do that. You don't have, that's formal. You don't have to do that. So your row number for 942, right? 942. So how would you find that? Well, in this instance, I recommend that you use the general formula. You know what I mean? Are you going to keep going until you reach 942? Nah, you're not gonna do that.
Like too much.
Too much. So my advice is try to figure out a relationship for all the columns and set it equal to 992 and solve for n. So n is 134. Cool. Might be a tricky question for some students. I think most of you guys could figure it out. This was easy. This was a good guaranteed marks. Right? Guaranteed marks. Easy, guaranteed marks, right? Guaranteed marks. Guaranteed marks again. This might give some students problems. Some people might have plugged this into the calculator, set it equal to 0. No. They want to figure out the input for the function when the output is 3. You have 2 instances where the function gives you 3. Yeah. And so we know I say my 3 is over here, right? Sorry about that. Yeah. So like over here and over here. Now, is it going to be 100% accurate?
No.
Nah.
No. Does CSEC expect it to be 100% accurate?
No.
Nah.
Nah, estimate. This question, this was breeze. This is our breeze. I think I could get these 9 marks. Yeah? I could get 9 marks. This was our breeze as well. I could get easy marks. This is easy marks. This easy marks as well, yeah? Easy marks.
Yeah, that was good.
I finally could get that. This one, a lot of students might have froze up over here and get everything else wrong after that point. But if you know the trick, hey, any other looking to do tertiary level maths?
Yeah.
All right. Depending on what discipline you follow, you will learn about basis vectors and linear combinations. You could
Yeah.
span anywhere on the 2D Cartesian plane by simply finding a linear combination of the basis vector for x and the basis vector for y. If you do tertiary level maths, you're going to understand what we're saying. Yeah, so he had some tough questions, but I think it was manageable, right? I'm
Yeah.
curious, if we add up all the difficult questions and take it away, what mark will you think you get, boy?
25.
Let me see. So I need somebody to be a calculator for me, right?
Yeah.
Right? All right. Put 2 marks down. Put 2 marks down. Put 2 marks.
Yeah.
All right. Put 3 marks down.
Yeah.
Put 2 marks down.
Mm-hmm.
Put 4 marks down.
Yeah.
Put 3 marks down.
Yeah.
Put 7 marks down.
Yeah.
How much marks?
21.
21. So I think all the other questions are pretty standard. And I think the average student that prepared and they did their work, they should be able to answer. Yeah. So that's it. I wishing you guys the best. I'm gonna be doing lives with paper 1 and thing, right? So I'll see you later for that. And if you do add maths and physics, I'll see you for that as well.
So
Right?
you'll do live physics?
Yes, I'll do lives with physics.
So
But,
I could talk to you after, please.
no problem, Renisha. You want to talk or like because this is live. This is a live meeting. Yeah.
Which one you prefer?
I
Doesn't
prefer
really
to
matter.
because this is a live meeting right now. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, guys.
So I could talk to you after too.
I don't want to talk to me after. Like, about what? About what? That's the question.
The paper.
The paper. Oh well,
Yeah.
if it's about paper and thing, well, we can do it on the live. That's not a problem. Tell me,
Like the
tell me.
how much in this paper you think we ought to get for one with the multiple choice and SPA being full?
I can't tell you that, but like I tell you, the average students would lose at least more than 21 marks. So any paper is also 100
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
like
I feel like curve gone below.
I don't know about no curve and thing, but I'm not a marker. I'm just a math educator. I'm just a guy that likes maths. I don't work in a school. You know what I mean? I don't know any system. I just like maths. Yes,
Yeah.
I already know. But 100 minus 21. The average student that is really good should get 79, which is for sure you get one. For sure you get one. For sure. For sure.
How about like 60?
I feel like yeah, you can get one like with a A/B profile or something. So I really don't know how it's work, but I feel like if you get 60 out of 100, you should get one. Granted, you get full marks in the SPA and full marks in the paper 1, but
Yeah.
again, I'm not qualified to tell you that.
Yeah. That's
Just
one
do
I
your
seen
best.
it.
Just do your best, guys. Just do your best. That's all I can tell you. Right? Renisha, do you want to ask me about the paper
No,
as well?
sir, it's about it. It's about something private.
Private.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll call you.
Okay.
But that's it, guys. I wish you all the continued success, and I'll try to support you guys as much as I could. You all are the future of the Caribbean. Make up for yourself. Much love later.
Yes, sir.
Bye, guys. Take